Up in a cartoon, barking at the dark moon. Now I wander through deserted towns with a heart full of harpoons. Death rules everything around me. This cesspool's settling, I'm drowning. Step stools to success have never found me. Cause you gotta be rich to be healthy, gotta be healthy to be successful. People get sick when they're wealthy, offspring waste the potential. Some men are protected and forgiven their flaws. But if blood is thicker than water, then love should be thicker than laws. I'm automatically attached to the static cling of apathy. The spark that's happening is me pulling away, grappling with insanity and flapping wings, unfastening from the magnet sadness brings. 80% of my goddamn life I thought I was practicing, but I'm so crazy I can't talk about it, baby. I'm just lost without this path to the pyramid of you. Nobody knows what we used it for. Back before the best friend I ever had in my entire fucking life became a stupid whore. Spiritually, I'm all denim at the mall. I'm just a small timer, that's all. Nothing doing, running barefoot through some fucking ruins. Got enough influence from decay to see the shadows every day. You don't actually matter, you just get in the way when there's 1,000 other people trying to hit the buffet. Fuck it.
So what are you doing here?
Well, I have reason to believe that someone is here to destroy this special day for you, so I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen.
An argumentative archetype, but you gotta know when you embark to ignite a flame to turn the dark to bright. You couldn't have chosen a harder fight, so now I bark at a mic and I'm far from alright. I'm a car with no lights, driving through yards every night. And I'm gonna kill myself or somebody else if I keep it up, and that's no bullshit. Can I get a little help? No I can't, cause I can't be the one to admit that I'm unfit. And I find it hard to obey the rules of hell, plus I put my art in the way. Like I said,
I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
Normal animal rage leads to a man in a cage, and I'm trapped in a maze. Can't beat a motherfucker up like back in the day. I can't deal with a fellow rodent without a cat in the way. You are now rocking with an anarchy advocate with 2 capital A's. A babbling, non-practicing activist with a backwards fifth and a masochistic streak longer than an NSA master list. An anomalous catalyst manifesting in the phantom mist. An anonymous analyst of a civil war between pacifists. I see other planets in my soul. Just a small timer, let's roll. No dice, already paid what I owed twice. But no good drug really comes at a low price. You're not actually hungry, you're discarding the food when there's a million other people eating garbage for you. Fuck it. Good to be alive. I never handle women leaving me well. The evil is seemingly limitless. I beg to be relieved from the spell. Tracy Sheely, you'll see me in hell. You were by far the ugliest girl that I ever fell in love with. Looked like Steve Buscemi with the wig, had that huge teeth and upper gum shit. But over time you became the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Because I was bummy as fuck, you had all the money and luck and you shared it with me. And I thought I was done with love at 25 years old. But you came with that kind of warmth that revived my soul. And I resisted for a long time, but you kept silently coaxing. Then when I broke, I was hopelessly devoted and totally open. I was a boat with no name and you were my ocean. I explored every uncharted island to identify your elusive emotions. I did the best I could with what I had in this rotten haunted house. I worked my fucking ass off to give you what I thought you wanted now. The ocean is dry and there's a hole in the sky. Tears of blood stain my cheeks from the forks poked in my eyes. My mind replaying the last scenes. I still can't believe your love's fake. I can't believe you were spending evenings with him and then fucking me on your lunch break. Fuck's sake, you always had to have your cake and eat it too. Or should I say have your cock while some stupid fuck like me believes in you. Why did you take my sun and my moon away? After all that we've been through, how could you leave and really have nothing at all to say? Why did you throw our old bones everything, she takes everything with her. And when the wind blows, it blows hot ashes up my nose. Molten rivers melt the... Hit it, boys. Well, there's a lot of towns where you could go where a man could hang his hat.
Well, they got microbrews and mega stores, but we ain't down with that.
Well, there's a place I know right up the road where the beers are always cold.
Where a beat-up truck and a fishing pole is worth their weight in gold.
Going downtown Radioville, where you kick back or have you the craziest thrills. You probably won't learn much, but maybe you will. We're going down Radioville.
Now let's check in on the boys and see what they got themselves into this week.
Okay.
Hey, what the fuck is going on here, Facebook?
Apparently, the Facebook stream is not working, and I was pushing the wrong fader up for my mic.
Perfect.
But, okay, so we're going to have to discuss and figure out live. What do you guys think we should do? Should we restart the fucking stream and just come back cold like this and see if it works? Because people that are normally coming to the Facebook stream are not going to know what the fuck to do, even though we post about it and, you know, I mean,
Dude,
it's weird how difficult it is to try to get somebody to go from one website to another for any purpose. You know what I mean?
I mean, this makes no sense.
I mean, it's working on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not working on Facebook.
All right, hold on. I got people coming in on the...
Guys, we're
YouTube
figuring
is
out our
great.
problems live on the air because we didn't just want to not come on for whoever's on YouTube.
Connie just said YouTube is great and easy.
Yeah, right, but...
Yeah, so I don't know. If you see this, go to YouTube. Go to Tom and Radio Vote with Tom and Vinny on YouTube.
Well, they're not going to be able to see it, though.
But I'm saying if they're... I am not seeing it, but some people's might not be.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying in case you do see this.
I kind of think maybe we should just restart the stream really fast because there's only like fucking very few people watching on YouTube and probably no one on Facebook. What do you think? Let's get a vote going here. Because I don't want to. Yeah.
I don't know.
I say that's what I say. We just kill the stream and then just come back
and just come in without it open.
Yeah,
just
without,
go.
just
Yeah.
come back.
All right,
straight into
guys.
talking.
We're gonna just if you're seeing us, we're about to come back. We're just gonna kill the stream and we're gonna just come in.
And I hope everything works correctly this time.
Yeah, I missed the intro restart. It says the Danksman. Yeah, the chat does look cool. All right, that means people are in YouTube. Cool.
All right, so if you're in YouTube, we're about to disappear, but we're coming right back. So come back, and then we want to get the Facebook crowd in too. So we'll be right back.
So yeah, it's only people from YouTube that are commenting right now. So
yeah, here on
we're gonna stop.
Radioville.
We'll be back. We shall see.
Are we going?
We're going.
Okay, we've returned.
We should be.
And we do have a full show planned, packed with scandal, surprise, and all sorts of wonderful revelations, insight, intrigue,
incest,
insoles. I got a couple of those in. Just kidding. Don't need them. I wear DCs. Very cushiony.
I don't.
Is it still not working on Facebook?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay, so all we got to do is find out if the stream is going.
Oh wait, no, okay. Hey, Mauer, I see you here.
Okay,
Ribeye.
good.
You're on Facebook. Hi guys.
We're ready to do a
Facebook.
show, guys.
All right. Yeah, the intro was on, but it now Critchlow says it better be good. I want to fall off of a ladder with laughter.
Okay.
YouTube stream is way better, Connie's telling people.
Yeah, but now they have the choice. You know?
Yeah,
So,
I guess. Is this going on Facebook? I think we are. I have no fucking clue.
it should be good at this point, I think.
Yeah, Steve says Facebook stream is working.
All right, great.
All right, yay! Hey, what's up, fellers and ladies?
Yes, it's the Everything's Okay alarm. Here we go. Ready to do a show. Tom, I believe you had a story you want to tell me about a truck.
About a truck. Oh yeah, I mean I do. Yeah, I didn't tell
We
you
can do that, or let's do that real quick, and then
okay,
we'll
so-
talk about. If you guys notice, I have donned a T-shirt to show my solidarity with Maui.
Now we've all
we'll get into that soon.
Yeah, we've all grown up knowing the term Maui Wowie.
Sure, my dad used to get that in the mail.
I know.
Like,
Everybody's like uncle or dad always was like, dude, you ever smoke Maui Wowie?
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Like, yeah, no, we have fucking the craziest White Widow and
Right.
AK-47 and shit.
Our stuff
Maui-
will fucking knock you
yeah.
on your ass. Yeah, like
Yeah.
remember the first time? Well, you never smoked weed with your parents, huh?
No, my parents don't smoke weed.
I would get my mom fucking freakishly high.
Yeah.
Like when she would try my weed when I was like 17 and 18, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
She would be like, Jesus Christ, you smoke this all the time? Like, no wonder you're such a fucking idiot. Like, holy fuck. But yeah, my dad would have big things of Maui Wowie that he would get in the mail back then. I don't know how they were doing it. It must have just been vacuum sealed because it would just come in an envelope because I would find them and steal some, you know? But he had traveled the country so much that he'd have people mailing him weed.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
how you had to get it done then. You
Yeah.
know? Anyways, so
Now,
Story
let me
about a
just
truck.
look at this, though, real quick. Now, I'm going to type a message in here so that
Okay.
it goes to everybody. Go to YouTube.
we're trying. Yeah, if you guys get in YouTube and the comments get up, that's a way that we could actually get some added exposure and try to grow this thing a little bit. Facebook is not helping us. YouTube also hates us.
I don't even.
but-
It looks like our fucking stream is gone here now on Restream.
You're kidding me.
I don't check this stream on your.
I'm sure they'd be. Look, they're still commenting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but we're on a delay, so I don't know. Dude, this is fucking insane.
Well, we got to be doing something in case people are, you know.
All right. Well, they say we're
Look,
good.
We're
so
all
fuck
good.
it. Okay.
Tell me a story about a truck and
Well,
let's
okay.
pick this baby up. Yeah! All right, come on.
Okay. So Monday, Luke and I go to this job, right? And now this has happened, dude, too many times recently. But this one in particular. So remember we got smashed by a SUV not too long ago?
Right, some crazy lady,
some
right?
lady
Yeah.
just blew a red. We were first in line at the red light, and she blew it from the other side, ricocheted off some old man in an S10, and just careened into us full speed with an Armada.
I wonder if he's going to sell that S10 now.
And no, it was not in any condition. It was fucking tacoed.
So you got hit.
So we got hit then, and then the other day we're driving back. We're down York Road. Somebody just fucking bursts out of a parking lot, and Luke just happens to be paying that much attention. Where he just like this guy comes out like this, and Luke just like it was like a dance. You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
So Monday,
Remember in Mission Impossible when the cars were spinning
I never
around
saw
each other? There was one Mission Impossible where they had like Spanish music going on and the cars are perfectly spinning and they're looking
Which
each
is-
other in
which is
the eye,
why
like
I've never
pointing
seen
guns at each other in slow motion,
Yeah.
like they're doing like some kind of romantic car dance. Anyways, was it
so
like that?
Monday, we're coming back. We were at a job. It was close to home, so we just had to go up and down North Avenue a few times. And we're driving back to get some tools at my house. And that North Avenue area over there it's just fucked, right?
Yeah.
It's been under construction for 10 years.
The 20. It's always.
It's just always. It
it's
just
like a
doesn't.
cursed,
It makes no sense.
It's like a cursed stretch of road over there.
It's just Illinois controls it, so it's not any locality. So they don't give a shit.
That's anything they.
Anything
get
that
their hands
Illinois
on.
actually,
They
controls. so-
annexed some land down by the river. I don't know if I ever told you. It used to be a trout farm.
Okay.
Trout hatchery. Annexed it to build a big thing for the forest preserve. It's an entrance. It's an info center. They've had it for 20 years and done fucking nothing.
Yeah.
It's just rotting away. All the
This
buildings
is Illinois.
are. Yeah,
That's
like-
Illinois in
yeah.
a nutshell. So we're driving back. Okay, so now the traffic is already piled up. They got lanes split off into the oncoming. You know what I mean? There's barricades all over the fucking place and whatever. So we're coming up. Well, the light turns red in front of us. So everyone starts stopping, and we're just going.
Yeah.
And Luke goes to hit the brakes. No brakes. They go out. Brake line goes out. So he's fucking flying at this guy.
Were they like leaking before?
There's
or-
no. Then there's okay. So in front of us there is cars in all lanes. To the left of us there's the median, but there's this giant construction sign in the middle of that, facing the other way. He goes to brake, does not brake, fucking flies off, last second thinking. He flies off, gets between the car here and that sign. There's like inches on both sides. He fucking flies through, hitting one of those giant orange barrels with the lights on it.
Oh, sweet.
We bash into that thing. We fly into the intersection. Now people are starting to go this way, but we're skidding on this fucking barrel that's stuck under the, you know what I mean?
You guys were doing like rush hour style stunts.
Yeah, dude. It was just, and we're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
So what happens when you run into one of those? Like
it just fucking collapses, folds.
It's just
and
empty,
then gets,
right?
Yeah. Thank God. Just before we're about to hit it, I was like, is this filled with anything?
Well, because in the movie, because they're always full of water or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking, is this full of
looks
sand?
better, right? Oh,
Because now we're fucked.
Yeah. It's full of tannerite.
Yeah,
that would be bad.
Yeah. So but fucking quick thinking on Luke's part, smashes through this thing. We fucking drag it into the intersection. He goes up a little more. I jump out quick as fuck. I grab onto it. I go reverse, and he reverses, and I pull it, and we fucking pull it out. I fucking ditch it on the other median. I jump in and fucking barrel.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here.
And that was not us. That was a fake story. And
about some guys that.
Yeah, we saw it though.
Maybe not. May have not been. Well, no. Everything should be totally legal now, right?
Oh yeah,
car situation.
Yeah. Well, everything's legal with that. I just don't know if that's considered leaving the scene of an accident.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But there was nobody else involved, and nothing got damaged. And barrel got damaged.
I'm no fancy big city lawyer, but it seems to me.
Wait, you're not?
No.
That's the only reason I agreed to do this show with
Why
you.
do you think we get my uncle on as a consultant?
Yeah.
And but it seems to me that you boys may have committed a small infraction.
Yeah, we may have. And
I
we probably did.
I might have to just do me something about it.
Well, do what you like, brother.
What do you think of this Maui situation, anyways?
Dude, I mean, it's... Look.
All right. Everybody's familiar with the situation.
Yeah, there's a lot
Maui.
going on all over the place.
It burned. And there are a lot of people are very suspicious. Okay, I started seeing this. Everybody, obviously, it was in the news a lot at first. And first thing, do you mind if it's not like a big reveal or anything?
No. We're just going to talk about this.
First thing I see is from the town of, what is it, Lahaina, you said?
Yeah, Lahaina.
So the town of Lahaina, people on the ground were reporting that there's limited roads out of town, I guess. I don't know
they were blocking all the exits.
The police were barricading people into the area.
Burning place.
Into the area that was burning. They're running from the fire. The police are not letting them out on the only road or two that they have to get out. And they're saying it's because there's downed power lines up ahead and it's too dangerous. And people this is the story we're being told by mainstream media that people were burned alive. People who defied the police's order got out. Yeah. And I think we do have that clip of those. We might as well just do that up front if you want, because that'll give people kind of an idea of what this is. The thing. This is another one of those times where you start kind of looking around at this. And,
it just seems odd, right?
But people will go like, it's another thing that people dismiss instantly. Oh my God, what are you, one of those direct energy weapon? QAnon people. It's like, well, no, but
explain all the shit though.
Every single video of a person that lives there that I've seen is them going, they're not telling you the story. This is what's happening here. It's fucked up. There's no fucking aid from FEMA. There's no supplies. There was no plan. In fact, it kind of seems like somebody's trying to kill us.
That's kind of what everybody seems to think.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this video. Was this in Hawaii or was this in Canada? Because this happened. Oh no, this was in the Maui fire. Okay, so let's take a look at these. Are some folks that recorded themselves talking about what they experienced during these fires. Now let's
that's what was behind us.
Wow, so you went north.
We went
and if
north.
you can't see
was
that,
there
it's a
down power lines?
video of the whole world on fire.
We had no idea that the road was stopped and they wouldn't let us move. And I'm looking in the rearview mirror and the sky is getting blacker and blacker in my rearview mirror. And I'm like, I got out, we were stopped, I got out, I beat on his door. He said, you scared the crap out of me. I was like, You see that field? You see that field? If they don't let us go, you drive this fucking van
Because
right through that goddamn field and
they
into the
stopped
ocean
us.
because that fire is coming right now and we're not going to make it.
That's how all those people died, because they wouldn't let nobody go.
But why wouldn't they let them go? It's because they're down power lines. Yeah, that's the reason. So they couldn't go. They couldn't go around.
Now let's
the power
address
lines.
that.
The power
Okay,
lines
so
made-
this is real time from the
From the fucking Maui,
Yeah.
from Lahaina. Now, what that guy just said is, couldn't they go around the power lines? Well, that would make sense,
You
right?
would think when there are, I forget what I read. It was like over 1,000 emergency management professionals.
Yeah.
Deployed.
to
You would think that when there's that many people involved, they'd be able to figure some of this stuff out. But we see it time and time again. I always think back to Katrina in New Orleans. I mean, pretty much every natural disaster, you see the inability of the federal government to have any positive effect whatsoever. They just don't have it figured out. They can't and won't protect people, but people live in this, this bubble.
Yeah, they have
in their
this
mind
idea.
of,
Everyone, not everyone. We for sure don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, for whatever reason, many people have this idea in their head that the government will save you in the case of an emergency or a catastrophe or some sort of
Like there's a safety net. This is all an illusion. This entire thing, we're balanced on the head of a fucking pin all of the time. It's just this thing is so fragile.
But the trust in the institutions and agencies that are supposed to be. I mean, you brought up Katrina. That's a good point, though.
Oh, that was a fucking fiasco.
They didn't. I mean, it was broken levees. I mean, it was a flood of a city, and they couldn't even fucking do that. These people. So yeah, we'll get back to that. Though.
No plan. There was people fucking killing each other in the Superdome. All kinds of crazy shit was going on.
Yeah. So Gina says there's literally one way in and out. Brian says Blackstone owns that energy company and did not cut the power, knowing that there were going to be high winds. That is another thing.
Let's get into that. So
yeah.
the story goes that originally there was a small fire which was contained, and they had supposedly cut the power to the lines in that area, right? That's what we're being told.
I believe so.
So, yeah. So now, what is Brian's point? Is that
I mean, this is what a lot of people were saying. So up here, he says Blackstone will now be, or I think he's saying BlackRock. BlackRock will now scoop those properties up. Now that is what some people were saying. I think it goes farther than that myself.
I mean, look, and this is a common thing with natural disasters and shit like that.
Land grabs are real.
I mean, that's Katrina, and they used to talk about another hurricane called Camille back in, I think, 1969, where it's like
Bill Cosby. Camille.
Okay,
go on. Who's his wife? He'd always talk about Camille. All right. Anyways.
Yeah. No. So people would talk about the 1969 hurricane. Camille in the same way that they end up just being deliberate, efforts to wipe out a bunch of cheap land, buy it up for pennies on the dollar, and then redevelop it into condos with a Whole Foods and whatever, know, and we see that play out over and over again.
We do, and I mean that is one of the quote unquote conspiracy theories that people are positing out there. I think possibly it's larger, but we'll get into that in a second. So. Again, what we do know is that people were being blockaded in, and a lot of people in the area are saying that the authorities themselves are responsible for the dead people because they couldn't get out.
Right.
And they were burned. And a ton of them are children.
So there's also that clip of the mayor I sent you.
Yes. So people are not happy with him.
People in that area are beginning to go, hey, we need some fucking answers and some numbers. Where, how many missing children are there?
Yeah.
What is being done? How many have you recovered? Because all of the names of victims are apparently like adults or elderly that they've released.
Yes.
And they're going, this is bullshit. So they corner the mayor, who is probably having a bit of a stressful day.
Yeah, I would assume, since he's probably knew this was happening.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm on. I got time for me to shine. But yeah, so this was a local news report. I don't know if anybody saw this, but let's take a look at this real quick.
Maui County Mayor Richard Bisson checked in on West Maui residents this afternoon and helped deliver food at the Lahaina Gateway distribution site.
Oh my God, they always
The
have
mayor
to do
also
that
held a media
stupid fucking
availability
PR
and
thing.
thanks
Look, I'm
got-
passing something out.
I know.
Like,
Oh no, I'm rolling up my sleeves.
You know
Look
what?
at me.
Actually, that's not your fucking job. You
Yeah,
should
yeah,
be
yeah,
doing
no.
something way more important than that. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
we don't need you handing out parcels, asshole.
Right.
We
It's
got that part.
Yeah, but they always have to.
You know
like,
who would really be good at that? All those dead kids, you fucking asshole.
Right. If you'd kept them alive, they could pass out all the
All of
supplies
them.
that
And it
you
wouldn't even
that-
be needed, really.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But all the fucking people that were trapped in the fires by your blockades, they would have been passing out the parcels instead of you. So roll down your sleeves, get back in your office,
Go do some
and figure shit out.
organizing and planning
Yeah.
and ordering.
That's what
around.
you're there for.
Yeah,
But they're not. He's probably on a golf course 5 minutes before he went over here. So,
This place is so stupid.
all right. Yeah, let's.
Heated when one resident interjected.
Has the process slowed down? And also, all the names that have been announced so far have been elderly. Are there children that have been found? And is there any hesitance to announce that? Because that'll obviously just be a different level of heartbreak.
I don't know. I wish
Yes,
I knew
you
the answer.
do. How many children are missing? You
If
know.
I knew the answer to that, I would be happy to answer that.
You have no estimate as to how many
So-
children are missing?
I guess
Nothing?
we can end this right now if you guys want. Sorry.
This is one of the biggest questions that
And he
the
said
people
that-
of Lahaina have. But you know when I
Yeah.
What a fucked up situation to give that kind of mobster response.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess,
you know-
I guess that's all then. Huh?
Yeah, if you're gonna be, you know,
You could do this.
what?
Okay.
How fucking disgusting! Really, I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he's look at he seems disconcerted or
Yeah.
completely detached.
now he looks to be a native Hawaiian, right?
Yes.
But so one thing I was hearing a lot too is that this area has a long history of having once been inhabited, of course, by the original Polynesian descendant
peoples.
inhabitants. But it's an area that even as a modern city has been like hotly contested as like a trendy thing. When rich people wanted to start coming in, there's a lot of people that won't sell their land or their
Okay.
houses and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
No,
there's
I've
a
heard
real
this.
like holdout culture
Yeah.
there. I forget there's a name, a specific either tribe or subsect or something. But,
Sure.
So yeah.
I don't know it though. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'd probably mispronounce it if I.
Yeah,
if
I mean,
knew
I'm
what-
not
but-
Makahakaliki Tiki.
Why do they say? Do you notice they kind of say like Hawaii? It sounds like.
Yeah, Hawaiians. Yeah. What's her
That's it.
name? The former Democrat.
It's not like
that is
fully. It's
now-
like they're
what's her
weird
name?
in between. They're
Somebody
like,
tell me her
Hawaii,
name.
Hawaii.
Congresswoman. I love her. She's got the gray streak. You know who I'm talking about.
Uh.
But yeah, she always says Hawaii.
Yeah, what is that?
Hawaii. Fuck if I know. I'm sure so many people drowned. I heard people were jumping in the water to escape the flames.
Well, yeah, you would think. I mean, it's an island, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, you run in one direction long enough.
Yeah,
and you should be safe. But I
a
think
good point.
things get complicated. We've seen those videos before
Yeah.
from like wildfires, and it's like all people just find themselves all of a sudden surrounded by fucking hell, and it's like, well, how do you know which way to go and what to really do once it's to that point?
Yes.
Now, how did we get to that point? Do we think? Now,
Well-
they'll tell us that there was a hurricane passing about 80 miles south of the island or something like that, and there was
high
or even
winds.
further. So there was high winds, dry temperatures. A previous fire was started by the downed electrical lines, but that's not the cause of this one. Apparently, they know beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's also nobody can give you an answer of how exactly this started, but it's wildfires and they're natural occurrences for sure. It has to be.
Yeah. So. So there was a guy. I don't know if anybody remembers. I was speaking about this guy Edward Dowd, who was looking into the suspicious deaths after the COVID vaccines came out. And I mean, I'm not saying that was anything. So Facebook, YouTube, leave me alone. I'm just saying Ed Dowd was looking into that. He was a former hedge fund manager for BlackRock. He's a very high powered manager, a financial manager, and he is very familiar with the actuary statistics for health insurance. And he wrote a whole book about how we were not being told what was going on with that, and that he charted this. He's a numbers guy, you know what I mean? He was like, no, these numbers are fucking insane. All of a sudden, like these people between this and this age and that, whatever. Well, he happens to live on Maui.
Okay.
And so he has firsthand knowledge of all this stuff, and he is. It's funny because he didn't start out like this, but now he's sort of seen the backlash, seen the smear campaigns that have come his way, seen all
Yeah,
this
he's
shit,
another
and he's like
convert.
now like, yeah, fucking what the hell? Yeah, so he's basically, and so he was on a Kim Iverson show the other day discussing the failures of the Hawaiian or the Maui, governor and just the authorities at large in responding to this disaster. So let's take a quick look at what he has to say. I think I'm at a part where she's going to ask him what the chain of failures was.
I hope so.
And then there was, what would you say was the first failure? Or the first, unfortunate event?
I will say that was that added salt to the wounds. I don't think that was the first failure. I think it probably was prudent not to send kids to school with 90-mile-an-hour winds.
Right.
So that made sense. But let me give you the kind of the timeline. So there was a fire. So Lahaina has old Lahaina town had the highway would just run through Front Street, and it was a log jam. A couple of years ago, about 6-7 years ago, they built what's called the Lahaina overpass.
Now, I apologize. It's getting a little bit long, but it's going to be a couple minutes, and we can stop it and discuss points along the way. But yeah, he gives a pretty decent breakdown here of just the timeline of what actually happened and why he thinks certain things.
Which goes parallel to Front Street, but it's a highway, and then it swerved into Lahaina town between Front Street and the rest of Lahaina town, and there was a fire up there. And they closed down the bypass. And then around noon, they issued fire was contained. So no one knew anything. People were made to feel better. And then something happened. The winds took down some power lines. Something happened. It's still unclear. There was potentially a gas station that exploded. But I have eyewitnesses that saw power lines going down. Mm-hmm. And fire started popping up in Lahaina. And the first thing they didn't do is they didn't sound the siren system we have. We're one of the best siren systems in the planet. They go off every month. The first of every Monday of every month, they go off.
So this is the first thing. They didn't sound the siren, the emergency siren.
The rationalization for that I heard, was they were afraid people were gonna think it was the tsunami.
Tsunami, and they would go inland. Now the problem
because they would definitely just
not see fire,
run headlong into a giant inferno. Yeah, that's
his point was if you open the door, you saw fire,
and over here is the ocean, and it's totally calm, and it's like
it's a tsunami, fire,
and then you look over here like dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Like I'm going that way because it must be a tsunami.
Yeah, so the sirens.
Yeah, I think we made our point with that.
Yeah, the sirens were not sounded, and apparently they're.
Yeah, so that was their rationalization.
They're in Kahului. They're all over the island. They're in Lahaina, and they didn't sound the alarms. The initial story was they were broken, and the governor repeated that lie.
So that's another thing, is they were first saying that they were broken. So again, is this a case of, the Fauci mask thing where he said one thing and then he said, well, I was just saying that because I didn't want everyone to take all the masks from the hospital workers.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, if
that was Woody Allen.
If there's one lie if there's one lie like this, I mean, it shows intent to deceive, and it's
either intent or incompetence.
Yeah,
but as it goes, it seems more like intent to me. Yeah. But at least incompetence. So yeah, apparently first he was.
Then it was found out that there was a decision not to sound the alarms because it's a tsunami warning system, which they claim. But if you go to the website, there are other reasons they sounded: terrorist attacks, fires, you name it. So that was a lie too. But the official decided not to sound the alarm, and his reasoning was he didn't want people to run to higher ground where the fire was above Lahaina town on the overpass. Well, that turned out to be an error of epic proportions because I have eyewitnesses that told me they didn't know there was a fire until they smelled it, opened their door, and they saw buildings burning. Wow. So that could have saved lives, probably.
Yeah. But where would have people gone?
All right, so let's go to the next
incoming missile.
We all got cell phone 10 a.m. in the morning.
Right. Okay. So it is a tsunami warning system. They would have heard this alarm
and seen the fire. Didn't know anything was going. Number two was the hydrants didn't work for some reason.
Now this is another one, and this
Yeah, I saw that all over the place. People are saying that there's no water,
no water to the hydrants.
Now they had reported at one point that they had completely drained one of their reservoirs fighting the first fire, but it's but the whole. I mean, it's an island. You gotta be. I mean, I know it's not that simple, obviously, but it seems like there should be water available.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Also
call me old fashioned.
Yeah. Now there was also this was said. I think this is the video. We're gonna go over to here real quick. There's a video here of Canadians experiencing the same thing with their wildfires.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, hydrants.
This was back
no water
a few months back.
Yes,
Yeah.
where we were all smelling smoke. Let's take a look at this one real quick.
There are no strangers to fighting wildfires on their own, but this time
Hold on, I'm gonna reset that just so we see the very beginning.
Okay.
Colombia, Canada are no strangers to fighting wildfires on their own, but this time they've been met with RCMP blockading the roads.
So I'm going to be arrested if I go across that bridge? Why are we wasting these resources right
I
now?
mean, look, this again, just to draw parallels to stuff I've seen and heard about, like the hurricanes and whatever in the past. This is the same story everywhere. Police are not letting people leave. It's total hell where they're trying to get out of, and they're going, well, you can't cross this bridge.
You can't help.
You can't do this. You can't whatever. Yeah, right.
So these people, and these are Canucks.
Yeah,
man.
you
These
can't
are
bring your.
Canadians.
Can I bring my boat to help? No.
Yeah.
Do you guys need some supplies? We got it. And then the people.
But you
there,
don't.
The people are going. What do we have?
Yeah,
Nothing. There's no FEMA socks.
Yes.
They can't do anything. They're just some kind of fucking front for when they finally lead us all into the WalMarts and fucking take our pineal glands out.
I mean, so here, let's take a look. So this is gonna. So yeah, but these are people that apparently are well versed in fighting wildfires. They live in this. You know what I mean? These people. Okay, so
you don't understand. Like, yeah, save your house, but when that bush is behind, and I can run out there with a shovel and buckets of water and put out 30 spot fires in a day. When I
save that old lady's house,
I can save 10 people's house.
Not only have they restricted their travel, but in some areas they've
Yeah,
shut
when
off
did
the
we-
water.
see.
on Facebook or Instagram could tell me how the fucking
Yeah.
why there's no water in the water hydrant.
Now,
does that guy a firefighter?
yeah, I mean, Canadians just don't give a shit.
They just have
They're
that
like,
tool.
that's-
They're like,
yeah, they're just that. But again, okay, so both places,
dude, it's the same.
Blockaded.
It's the same. It's always the same.
Both places, water to the hydrants, shut off.
Right.
Right here.
Yeah.
If anybody thinks you're an idiot for questioning the official narrative, then I don't know. I don't know what world you live in.
Well, so what are you thinking here about,
Well, let's just look at how this was portrayed, shall we, in the media. So obviously there's going to be news stories.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty fucking weird stuff with this. There's a lot of video that doesn't add up in my mind. Yeah.
Well, let's just take a look at some of these news reports when this was happening over here.
Right now, in almost every province, crews are working to put out wildfires.
Now, this was the Canadian one.
Well,
okay. So I'm going to go back 1 second. So this is a Canadian one, though, here.
now, in almost every province, crews are working to put out wildfires that threaten communities, while smoke creates dystopian scenes far from the front lines. On Friday, I had a conversation with the forestry and climate change expert, Dr. Patrick James, in Toronto's High Park. We talked about what's fueling these fires and the future of Canadian forests. Dr. James, we've had wildfires before, especially in Western Canada, but these fires are hotter.
To go walk around on like a royal estate.
She goes, these fires are hotter.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Okay. I mean, there's different temperature fires, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're
depending on what's burning.
Burning metal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not, I mean, it's an odd thing to lead with.
Yeah.
It's, okay, but yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know if that's could be a giant difference just from the material or conditions or not.
Possibly,
I don't know.
All right.
Fires before, especially in Western Canada, but these fires are hotter. The smoke is going higher into the atmosphere. Is this linked to climate change?
I would say most definitely. There's a consequence of climate change on our weather patterns, including temperature, pressure, precipitation. We've had the third.
Now,
that was a very canned response and
Yes.
fucking set up there.
Let's see another one here.
Okay.
This is AP.
Yeah.
climate change fuels wildfire burning in Maui.
Yeah.
How do you know this? What do you? That's just the reporting. A dangerous.
Jesus Christ! Look at that.
Yeah.
God damn. So then.
Yeah. Let me unprecedented.
Yeah, one more.
I did. But yeah. Oh no, this is the same one. Every news report that I saw about this on mainstream media made it a priority to link it with climate change.
Yeah, of course.
Okay?
Yeah.
Same thing with the Maui ones.
It's like the fucking Harley Davidson guy on 9/11 when he explained the entire process of how the buildings fell like 20 minutes after it happened.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh yeah, well we
already know how that happened.
When
It's
something like this
what?
happens, and yeah,
how do you know this?
I like how also like of all of your choices in mainstream media, no one's going after the story. No one is interested. It's just this. Let's just parrot each other, report all this. It's just like it's so transparently stupid. I can't believe anyone even watches this shit anymore.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. But I mean, that seems
like not one of them is going, "Hey, we want to get to the bottom of this." Trust to watch our channel because we're going to give you the scoop.
Yeah,
that's not a thing anymore.
No, it's not a thing
like,
anymore. It's very weird.
We do it, but
yeah, we're the only ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I found that. I mean, this is the thing: is I knew that was going to be the case. Yeah. Any possible link that could be made to climate change right now is always made. Everything is gas stoves or climate change. Fucking, you know what I mean? If it's too cold out, it's climate change. If it's too hot out, it's climate change. If roads are bad, it's climate. Everything is fucking climate change right now.
Yeah, it is just
now. Who benefits from that? Well, we've talked about this before. You know what I mean? Who benefits from taking control of all of the world's policies? And putting out a story that says that
they don't. Whoever it is, they don't celebrate Christmas. I'll tell you that much. But I digress.
But you know what I mean? There seems to be, and I've said this a million times, a group of motivated, highly elite, powerful people that seem to want to beat this drum constantly. Mm-hmm. They're talking about it at the WEF, you know what I mean, the World Economic Forum. It's their main thing. Klaus Schwab's daughter was just speaking about how there's soon to be climate change lockdowns because we are no longer at a point where we can. The world is on fire, they keep saying.
Yeah.
The world is on fire. We cannot wait any longer. We must force these policies.
So it's going to be like, okay, only these people are allowed to drive on this day. I could see them doing it because they already do it when there's like a drought.
For sure.
And they go, okay, well.
Yeah, you can water your lawn never. You can, drink tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. So, and if you're trying to usher in, I mean, we've talked about it a million times on this program. If you would like to implement a global government, well, you would have to have. Now, look.
So they're running the whole fucking scam right now, I think, from every angle. It's like,
exactly.
What do you guys think is going on when you have like from these top-down efforts to exaggerate and push and sensationalize and obsess over disease, social unrest, economy, blah, 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 aliens.
Yeah, aliens,
fucking,
exactly.
I mean,
Now,
does it not start to seem obvious to you that it's like that they're really just throwing the whole fucking deck of cards at us at this point and going,
yeah,
what do we got to do to get you into a world
card?
Government? Yeah, right. Is it one of these?
Yeah. They're all... But yeah, like, think about this. Yeah, you're saying, though. We've had... the same people, and this is all like, and people are like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist if you talk about George Soros or Klaus Schwab. Hey, dude, these are the people that are funding all of these organizations that are putting out all of this information out to the news and dictating what goes out to us. And on top of that, we've talked about it a couple weeks ago on here with all the rash of just fucking smash and grabs in every city, complete civil unrest. Nobody feels comfortable in their city at all anymore. Well, this is due to every fucking expert except the ones that are bought and paid for are saying this is because nobody is prosecuting crimes anymore. So people don't give a shit. It's I want to say it is 5% of the criminals that commit all of the crimes. And it's like 5% of the population that are even criminals. It's such a tiny proportion of humans that are doing any of this.
Yeah.
And so when you tell these people, these psychopaths, these people with zero remorse, zero compassion, that they're not going to get in trouble, the only thing that's holding them back is the idea that they will be fucking imprisoned. So when that's no longer on the table, then you have this. Well, it's the same people, the George Soroses and Klaus Schwabs that are funding these reformist prosecutors in every one of these fucking cities to get elected. They're funding their campaigns. It's not even a secret. You can go and look at the contribution. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, and then you have the same people that exaggerated all the numbers during the pandemic, that said, had us all fucking freaking out, scared, telling us that this vaccine was going to be on the way that worked, and then now they're saying, well, it didn't really do anything. You know what I'm saying? These are all the same people.
Remember when everybody got vaccinated, and then a month later, every single person in the country had COVID?
Yeah,
it was like, it was pretty funny to me.
It's ludicrous that people en masse are still trusting in anything they hear on a mainstream source. I just had somebody asking me, right? Somebody that would normally never ask these type of questions, but he was like, hey, do you think that masks and that type of shit are really coming back? Because again,
I had a similar phone call today, actually,
Really?
from my sister. She was like, hey, we just heard something.
Yeah.
What do you got on this? And I was like,
and he's like, I don't think, blah, blah, blah.
I claimed to be, when they asked me, I claimed to be a very talented news oracle, and that I don't really need to look into the story. And this is kind of true.
I know, it's kind of true,
I can just
though.
watch like how people react, and I can look at a headline or two.
Oh, yeah,
and I
and be
can
like,
just,
I see where they're priming
I
this.
just scan it and see it like a fucking alien. or
That's
something.
literally
And, yeah,
what I told the
and-
guy. I was
yeah.
like, well, they're priming it. And I sent like 4 or 5 like local news pieces like, well, COVID cases are up. People, will masks be in the future? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, they're priming people for something. This is what you see. We all know the methodology at this point of these sort of, top-down authoritarian measures that go into place. It's always months in advance. We've seen.
I'm sorry, real quick.
Oh, no,
I think so. Somebody texted me and said Facebook is glitchy. If you guys are having trouble watching the show on Facebook,
go to YouTube.
Head to our YouTube channel by the same name. People will ask me sometimes. I know I always fucking get stuck on this point, but I'm like, what is wrong with all you guys? People that don't use YouTube are so weird to me. They're like confused by it. They're like,
every day.
well, how do I get to your channel? What do you think? What do you fucking type it in, dude?
Search. Radioville with Tom and Vinny.
Right.
Click. That's it.
And I know,
and it's better. Honestly, it is better than Facebook. Facebook has always been glitchy. It's
better software, and it's also
made as a video platform,
right? And it's for
Facebook is not.
People like it because they can put it over to the side, do something else on their phone, as I understand
exactly.
it. And So, anyways, where are we at? I'm sorry,
but actually, no. Let's stay on that for a second, though.
Yes.
Go to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, just take a minute. Open up YouTube, search Radioville with Tom and Vinny, click on the little header or the little channel header, and then we'll be live there too. And it's going to be better. And then if you do that, comment so we can see, hey, I'm on YouTube now. Because I want to see how many people actually do it.
Everybody on YouTube, let's check in.
Just yell YouTube on the chats.
Let's get a YouTube chant going in the chat right now. And that'll let's flatter the overlords.
Yeah,
and maybe they'll give us a little bit of a nod in the old algorithm once in a while. We can't get anything from them. They hate us. No matter what, they just hate everything we do.
Okay, yeah, which I understand.
Which we knew was the thing.
That's going to be the case.
It brings me to another point. You know what? Smooth segue.
What do you got? Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. I was researching this Maui stuff today, and I went over to Rumble, of course, because I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I'm finally YouTube is useless for something like this.
Yeah.
So I go over
very curated.
I go over to Rumble, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, this is the old days again. It reminded me of being on YouTube 10, 12 years ago, whatever.
Yeah.
How many has it been now? Oh, it's longer. Yeah.
But like when it was the Wild West.
Yeah.
When YouTube was in its infancy.
Yeah,
it was so good.
It was the best, dude. And so what I was looking at on Rumble today about this stuff is what I want. It's fucking one guy in his house just making a video that's not even really good, you know, but he's got part of the story. Somebody else has got something else. And then you go and you write stuff down and you start looking around at what they said and whatever. But those are the guys you want because this is
I don't want to hear it from fucking CBS.
They're motivated. They're not making any money. They're motivated.
Yeah.
They're motivated to
Believe
get
us.
information out. Yeah.
They're not making anything for what they're doing.
But yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and it reminded me of the old days, and I was just having a blast. Like, the video starts just in the middle of a sentence. The guy's just sitting there, like moving around you know, like, hold on,
badly
guys.
framed.
The first 3 minutes of it are just
like we.
Yeah,
like we do.
Hang on a second. Yeah, I know. We're kind of this is
especially this episode.
The pot calling the kettle retarded.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. It was a great day, and that's another thing I just want to talk about. So once we get everybody moved over to YouTube, the real thing is we got to get everybody over to Rumble at some point. But this is like when the Mormons were chased out of New York and they came to Illinois and blah 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 whatever, and there was a few stops along the way before people truly understand our religious message. I think. You know?
Yeah.
So we'll get that going, guys. This is like, where were they at?
YouTube,
Stizzy knows.
YouTube, hibbity dibbity.
Is everybody saying YouTube in the YouTube chat?
Yeah,
good.
no, Luke says, can you guys move off to the side so I can see the fish?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, go to YouTube. I got a YouTube, I got a Tubu.
Right now, we're in were they in Bourbonnais?
Navo, Illinois.
What does he say? Navo, Illinois. Okay, so right now we're there. That's what we're doing. Rumble is Salt Lake City. You know what I'm saying?
I got no.
The Mormons.
Yeah. What about them?
They chased out of New York. They stayed in Illinois for a while. They got chased out of here and went up to Salt Lake City.
Yeah, no, I'm not boned up on my Mormon fucking history, bro.
Dude, come on, guys. What are we doing? I was lining the whole thing up the whole time. I thought it was pretty clear. This is a Mormon thing we're doing now, and we're in Navo. Got it, guys? Now, more YouTube in the chat. All right, let's go back to the main the topic at hand.
Well, yeah, no. So I just think I see this. It seems to be getting desperate. Like you were just saying, they're coming at you with fucking
everything.
Social unrest. They've put people in place that are not going to, prosecute crimes. Now, look,
I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow is the kitchen sink.
Oh my God. I need a new one of those. I don't like mine.
I need everything but.
No, but like you have, disease, you have, like you said, social unrest, starting with the George Floyd riots and then the subsequent just trashing of cities and just the, people, the fleeing of the cities. And then you have, just continuous wildfires attributed to climate change. And then you have, like the aliens thing. This is everything that they're talking. You know what I mean? It seems desperate.
It's all of the book we always talk about. Behold a Pale Horse. 1991, William Cooper.
The man called it all.
I mean, it's everything in that book happening at once.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Fucked up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, the wildfires are wild. We could go look at more of what Ed Dowd is saying, but I think.
Let's get to the point. Now, I've seen some other weird stuff. What do you think about this?
What do you got?
Now, you guys can. I don't think we have it ready to queue up, but I just thought of it. There are videos of a boat burning in the ocean, and the smoke is being blown inland. And they're saying, well, it happens because it's like there's embers blowing on it, but the wind is clearly blowing the. You know what I'm saying?
Now I wonder.
How about this? Videos and pictures of cars being like completely melted and destroyed. And then the other thing that you were going into, do you have stuff about the blue roofs and shit like that?
I don't really.
Because this is the other thing is,
again, all of this shit becomes hard to find because anyone who posts this stuff on, say, YouTube or something, it's not there. You can't, you know what I mean? It's like you search shit and it's just like, oh, paint your roof blue, DIY. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you know what I'm fucking talking about.
So basically,
what's trending.
There's a lot of people making the case that it's like, it seems like the fire doesn't make any sense. Right? And people suggesting
that it's direct energy weapon.
That there's some kind of direct energy weapon going on because of like, they're like, okay, well, there's melted aluminum. That's not normal from this type of fire. There is melted glass. There's whatever, blah, blah, blah. That boat, which I saw a video of, unless they reversed it. Just kidding. It would still be the
my
same.
God. Yeah.
They turned it around. But no, the boat, picture what I'm saying, on fire in the water with the wind blowing inland. So how did it start on fire? It's like 50, 100 feet out or something. What happened? Now, here's the other thing. Weather weapons exist, right?
They do.
Lasers, we think now.
Can burn. Yeah. I've heard
they're getting up.
I've heard rumors from a good source within the weapons manufacturing community.
Okay.
High up, that's all I'll say. But yes, that we definitely do have laser technology that can. At one point, it was only able to sort of target things. Sure. It wasn't coherent. You know what I mean? It was. I mean, it is coherent light, but or is that the word? But now it is able to destroy things. It is able to.
There's a guy.
Obliterate missiles is what they're saying. Is what they're working on.
There's a guy on YouTube that melts shit. Have you ever seen this guy?
Yeah, I've seen a bunch.
He basically just has like a modified window, and he fucking catches the sunlight and will melt a bowling ball and shit. Like So I mean,
so
this isn't like a crazy idea.
The idea. But again, okay. So then, if we're going to go in this direction, the direct energy weapon angle is what people were saying is, and you can go around YouTube, you can just Google around, or I would use DuckDuckGo or something like that, because Google filters the shit out of everything and is not trustworthy at all. But
it really has become night and day when you start using some of these alternatives.
Absolutely censored.
Dude, search a term on Rumble and search it on YouTube, and it's like we always talk about YouTube. You get like debunked.
Everything is
NBC News. Why you're a fucking idiot if you think there's anything going on that we didn't say. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the idea that people were putting forth, or the suspicion, I guess, is that some people saw, and I've heard this from multiple people, that there was video out of these strange green beams coming from the sky to the earth around the time when these were starting, all of these Lahaina fires, and that for some reason houses with blue roofs and blue cars and blue everything were somehow standing unburnt in the middle of everything that was fucking scorched to the earth.
And if you want, you can go find pictures of this stuff and everything, but it's just something you just got to make up your own mind on. It's like,
there's another thing is there's video of scientists in laboratory showing how you can target things with a laser, and then it's very easy to program it to be like it'll stop at a certain color rag or whatever. You know what I mean? It's very easy.
That part. I mean, I have a laser thermometer that it blows my fucking mind. I don't know what's going on in there, but I mean,
but you can definitely they can definitely sense color and not they can discriminate between colors. In other words, so this is why people were saying, well, what the hell's going on? Is this some sort of Tesla beam? Because he was rumored to have had a death ray, he called it, or they termed it at the time.
That he destroyed the plans for or something, right? Yeah,
that he destroyed the plans for. But, again, all of his stuff was taken by the government at the, destruction of Tesla.
You got it down under the Smithsonian with all those fucking ancient Egyptian things from the Grand Canyon and stuff.
And the giants.
Yeah, the giants.
Yeah, the giant skeletons.
The giants and the pixies.
Yeah, the elves. Right. But, so that's what people are saying is like what. So that's the energy. But so now that brings me to another thing is there was a video circulating of satellite footage from Canada, the Canadian wildfires, of like 9 different ones of these fires igniting basically at the same time.
Yeah, right.
And
it's like satellite thermal map or
exactly,
something.
It was thermal mapping, and and people were saying, well, what the fuck is this?
I remember seeing that at the time. People were going, well, this doesn't happen.
This doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You don't have spontaneous 9 fires simultaneously that now ignite these fucking wildfires that burn for weeks. So this is an article that I found. Now, again, this is funny because if you Google this, every single article is debunked. This is why that video does not prove that, that's all you get. That's all your search results. But I looked at a few of them, and this one I thought was funny because check this out.
Video of Quebec wildfires starting at the same time does not prove fires were coordinated.
Yes. Now that's the claim. Oh, what the hell? Why is this? Hold on now, folks. What
do you got?
I gotta get to. No, it was just OBS was looking at something else. Okay, fact check. Video of Quebec wildfire starting at the same time does not prove fires were coordinated. Now listen to
good.
this.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, that's all I need. The headline. Check this out. Does satellite imagery from early June 2023 showing wildfires in Quebec starting simultaneously prove that the fires were coordinated? No, that's not true. Now, in this sentence, they are backing the claim that they did all start simultaneously, though.
Yeah.
So this is already... So it says many factors can explain why wildfires started in Canadian province at the same time, including lightning strikes, all at the same time.
Right.
Have you ever heard that's about as possible as a fucking lightning strike? Or lightning striking twice? Like, this is not
that's
something...
the same place twice.
Yeah, but it's... but
nobody ever said lightning doesn't strike 10 times at the exact same time in different places.
That's true, I
That's
guess.
not a saying. So
dry conditions in the region and human activity. A spokesman for Quebec Society for Protection of the Forests Against Fire said most of the fires were caused by lightning.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
All of the southeast Quebec caught on fire, guys. It's all insane. Okay, so this is the video. Now look.
Okay, do we need a volume or no?
No. No, that was just like a snapshot of some video that was going around. It's actually not even a video. I don't know why they included this. Now, Paul Servatka, a professor of meteorology at the College of DuPage, told Lead Stories on June 8th email that the video doesn't provide a good explanation for the cause of the wildfires. He continued, the satellite imagery is real and clearly shows a rapid initiation of several fires. It has been a very dry season and the jet stream has behaved anomalously for the last month or so. Those satellite images are generated every 10 minutes, although not simultaneous. They did occur within a very short time frame. So this is saying that is in fact, they're just saying that it wasn't, they're saying that the footage and the videos and the satellite footage was in fact real, that they did start basically at the same time.
Yeah.
But just that it's not what we think.
Yeah, just with...
It's got to be it's got to be something else because that's too... But again...
Why did the standard... Dude, we read these articles and like the standards have gotten so fucking low. Does the average person not discern enough to go like... Well, but you're not making a case in this. Like, you're not making a point.
But you're not saying what it is. Then you're saying, well, it could have been this. It's very wishy-washy. But it's not that. That's what we're certain of. We're not certain how it happened. We're certain it wasn't what you're saying, though.
It's the Kennedy assassination all over again.
Yeah, it's the magic bullet, folks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that in tandem with all of the other shit that we just talked about,
right?
The police barricading people in, not letting people fight the fires, all the sirens not being sounded by decision.
Some of the fires seeming like they don't really make sense.
Yeah,
you guys can go
exactly.
investigate that on Rumble.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of video and photographic purported evidence of some things that look pretty fucking bizarre to me. I'll tell you that much.
It doesn't, yeah, and also all the the water being shut off to the places where you should have the water going to fight fires.
Yeah.
If you have that all in a big package, well, now it starts looking like something's fucking up, and then you see the coverage by all the mainstream news fucking peddlers, propaganda peddlers, I'll say.
Sure.
All linking it immediately to climate change. Climate change. It's
and
like,
also,
okay.
like, I saw a bunch of stuff politicizing it immediately. Right-wing conspiracy theorists are blaming it on blah, 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 whatever. Yeah.
And now, dude, we run the risk, in fact, of an Alex Jones type situation. Not that we have any of the the platform that he does. Yeah, exactly. But like doing this is basically what he said he was doing with the Sandy Hook thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like we could be like, you're discounting the deaths of hundreds of wildfire victims by doing this. It's like, no, I'm not. Yeah. I'm questioning why the situation was there.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about 1,000+ people missing or dead.
Yeah,
and yeah, it seems like something that
it would be important to get to the bottom of.
Right. Yeah.
That seems like a start.
Yeah. But again, since I made the comparison to 9/11 before, it was the same thing then. It's the same thing with giant tragedies always here. It's just like This is the fucking story. We have it. That's, you know what, also, that's a big red flag, too, is like when they know too much right away.
Yeah.
That's
when they already have
very
this little
suspicious to
package
me.
of a story.
Yeah.
Now, let's see here.
And also Biden showed up finally to fucking, like we're talking about with the mayor. They got to do the PR thing of like, no, you don't need to be there. It makes no sense for you to be there.
No.
If your job is what they say it is, which it isn't. But if your job is what they say it is, why would you really be boots on the ground doing anything?
No, you need to be in your office figuring shit out, talking to 50 people at a time.
Who started this?
Coordinating.
Teddy Roosevelt probably. And would have rode around on a bull.
Yeah.
Shooting people. I think that's
let's
what
take
he
a look
did.
at this article.
I wasn't that great in history, but
let's see. Joe Biden lies. Now, take this with a grain of salt. It's Breitbart, guys, and I know a lot of people are not going to. But
this story is all over, though.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is not just something they did.
Joe Biden lies, tells Maui fire survivors he has a sense of what it's like to lose a home.
Yeah. So about 20 years ago, look, 19 right there. Boy, I got a fucking steel trap.
Yeah, he had a small kitchen fire in his home 19 years ago.
Yeah, he was it was like basically a minor inconvenience.
Yeah. What he says is, to these people, that's lives have just been devastated.
Yeah,
they
their
don't know
whole
where
town is
1,100
gone.
of their fucking fellow citizens are.
The mayor is walking around like fucking
like John fucking God.
Yeah, like
he don't give a
like Alphonse Capone.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what he says to these folks is, I don't want to compare difficulties, but we have a little sense, Jill and I, what it's like to lose a home.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
What?
You know how it is to have a kitchen fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very different
and then
thing.
look what he said after it, too. It gets even better. He goes, to make a long story short, I almost lost my wife, my 67 Corvette, and my cat. But all kidding aside, which you should not be doing right now, I watched the firefighters, the way they responded, and they ran into flames to save my wife and save my family. Not a joke. I don't believe it. An Associated Press article from August. He's always just making up shit, exaggerating shit.
He cured cancer 2 months
crazy.
ago, so it's fine.
Did he? I don't remember that.
He's
The
saying it
world is too nuts right now. I can't fucking keep it all in my head. I'm like, did I dream that?
It's on purpose,
Did I know?
man.
I know
It's on purpose,
because you can't
dude.
pay attention to anything.
No,
You can't
it's-
fucking keep your focused on
You can't
anything.
keep your fucking
Everything-
wits about you.
It is, dude. It's maddening.
And I'm trying.
I was trying to concentrate all day on this. My brain is just
Fortnite.
Yeah. Dude, what have they done to us?
I don't know. We're fucking.
We need to get rid of our phones. That's
We're
the
in
thing.
a bad.
The
state
phones
of
is when
affairs.
everything got really fucking crazy. This is like when you're tripping. This is a really long version
Oh,
of
yeah,
like you
yeah,
forget
yeah,
you're
yeah.
tripping and then you realize, oh my God, we're all nuts right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so this is what I'm realizing. These have to go. This can't be, this is ruining it. It's ruining everything, right? This is when it happened, I think.
Oh no, it's 100% when it happened.
Okay, that's got to be the new thing.
Now Luke says trees still standing, but cars melted into the asphalt, which is
That-
more flammable. And this is another thing people were saying.
Yeah.
Cars burn at like 1,600 degrees. Asphalt melts at like 400 degrees, and the roads are fine, but all the cars on the roads are melted into puddles. The aluminum in the engines are literally melted into puddles and then solidified.
Now, devil's advocate, what would you expect the asphalt to look like?
I mean, have you ever seen just
Well,
when it's like a real heat wave? It buckles. It really warps out of. At least warps.
Yeah,
But if
you're
you
right.
melt asphalt, it becomes liquid. It runs
okay.
like
So,
liquid.
yeah.
So yeah, they would not be roads that are perfect with burnt carcasses of cars sitting upon them.
Sure.
That doesn't make none of this makes sense. Now, Dad Ewald, I don't know why that's Dad Ewald, but it says YouTube deleted my last rant. Blue umbrellas weren't burnt. Blue
Join the
cars
club.
weren't burnt.
Yeah, so everybody's talking about the blue stuff.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
blue-
Police drones be costing taxpayers to show they need more taxpayer money. Exactly. It's just.
But the question is,
Yes, yeah.
already when you approach this story for anyone,
It says YouTube. Sorry, we
Oh,
just got
good,
more
good.
YouTubes in there. Good. Everyone stay on YouTube and go there next week because fucking.
So
Facebook's a
yeah,
bitch.
the question is approaching this story for anyone is can you believe that the technology and the people in the network exist to do this deliberately? And that's just a basic part of your personality. Either you can think that way or not.
Well, that's what.
You know
Okay,
I
so
mean?
going back to the guy that was asking me questions about the masks. He was saying like, well, if that's a plan, why would they do that? And he's like, why would they want people scared? And I go, why do you Have you never looked into
That's
like
what I
the,
mean.
the
So-
methods of control by governments?
I like give up on a lot of them
Because
by now.
Yeah,
But
I'm like, that's how scared people give up. Right, that they will do what they have to. They think that they have to do.
I mean, come
to
on.
be safe.
This is 1700
This
stuff,
is
guys.
yeah, probably
This is
earlier than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, if your main focus and main want is
Then
to
did you-
control a population globally,
Yeah.
you need to have them
But
all.
but then
fucking,
when you explain this to like a totally, you forget like the circles we keep
I know
and the stuff we look
how
at
long
online
I've been
and how
dick
long
deep in this shit.
Yeah, you forget. Then you like go in a place with normal people sometimes. And you realize like they know some people just know nothing about any of this, and they would go, well, what do you mean?
Yeah.
There's no one trying to control the world. I know. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, Luke says, hello, Patriot Act. Exactly. That was what they get. They get policies pushed where that's like, oh, we can spy on you forever. You know what I'm saying? They get mandates pushed. They get lockdowns pushed.
Yeah.
Look, if the numbers that came out after the whole pandemic were known beforehand, nobody would have gotten it. But here's the other problem is they've made it so divided and so sort of politically divisive to think one thing or the other, that if they bring lockdowns, masks, all this shit back for some fucking, alleged variant coming out of Canada, oh, that's weird.
The world.
There's going to be a lot of people that are like back to yelling at people, put your fucking mask. You know what I mean?
The world will explode.
But yeah, it ain't happening
it
this
will-
time.
yeah.
Hey, folks, it ain't happening this time. You know who don't give a fuck about that? Huh? Do you know?
Oh,
I'll tell you.
Sound of Freedom.
This fucking guy.
Oh yeah.
All right, no, this guy. That's who doesn't give a fuck about it. This guy. Right here, boys and girls.
And me.
And him. The
Yeah.
great American Liberty Bird. Don't give a shit about your fucking
Yeah, this is the
lockdowns and your
this is the
masks.
Radioville Bird of Liberty. All hail.
All hail the Bird of Liberty.
Hail the bird in the chat.
Yeah.
I want to see verbal confirmation that you're hailing the Radioville Bird of Liberty. Right now, that is
I'm
an
gonna salute
essential. That if you don't hail the Bird of Liberty, then you can get out. That's a real serious thing. So,
Oh my God.
are they doing it? Oh, we're on a little delay, huh? Yeah. Hail the
Sound
Bird
of
of Liberty.
Freedom won't
Hail the Bird
stand
of
for
Liberty.
this.
Hail the Bird of Liberty now.
Luke says Sound of Freedom won't stand for it. That's true.
Yeah.
We got to talk to him. I wonder if he's got his mask yet.
You know what? That was good. I'm fired up now, and I got to get my thinking gun because I remember going back. It was funny to see Biden go survey the damage and stuff like they always do again.
Of course.
Can't be overstated how fucking ridiculous
He
of a
falls
gesture
off a
that is.
skateboard this time.
Well, nobody needs. You're just causing more problems here. Probably. It's like when
Yeah.
the president's here now.
Yeah, everyone's
now,
like, oh, we need Secret Service. First of all, there's fucking they have to rope off the whole area. There's officers
my
everywhere.
God.
There's fucking snipers.
You really
They gotta-
are-
Yeah, you're fucking up any attempts at like smooth in and out of, you know what I mean, rescuers and shit. So.
complicating the whole thing. Oh, I shouldn't do.
Whoa.
But I thought about that midway through. That was not about. I was talking to somebody else.
Yeah. That's just
And,
a point and stick.
This is fake.
Yes, Andrew says, hail the Bird of Liberty. Connie says, hail the Bird of Liberty.
But no.
Hail.
So I was thinking back to Katrina again. It was funny to think about. I remember watching all the coverage of Katrina, and I was looking at something, talking about something to my dad, and he goes, "Well, don't worry. I saw a video earlier. George Bush flew over it in a plane and frowned."
Oh,
And-
Katrina.
yeah. He goes, "George Bush flew over it in a plane and frowned at it. So we should be good now." I remember
Because
seeing-
that's the extent of what
I
they're
remember seeing the
actually
footage
doing.
of him just like,
Oh man, we got something going on down there.
Oh boy. Well, now they had
Well,
described
this
this
is
situation to
good.
me, but I needed to visually
wife's name?
assess it. Yeah, what the fuck? It's amazing what you can forget, huh?
It's not Barbara Bush, that was his mother.
Oh God! Somebody tell us in the
Bitch
chat.
ass Bush.
And are they hailing the bird? Good.
This is good. This is-
Okay.
Yeah, no. People, I know. Everyone fell in line pretty well. All right, well, we're at an hour. I mean, we could keep going on, and we will come back to this. I'm going to really try
Endlessly,
and uncover.
for
Well, here's
months.
the thing, is trying to research any of this shit is like it's insanity.
Yeah.
It's just you can't find anything. Things are missing. Everything is just curated in a way where you can't fucking find any of the actual allegations, even to debunk.
You have to go to Rumble and listen to crazies all day and piece out out what's good.
Ridiculous.
And, that's all I did today to know this. Just
Laura Bush.
Oh, of course. Did she kill a guy?
Well, this isn't going to be good for Laura. She loves. No, I can't do it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember what the fuck.
You remember the years of incessant Bush impressions that everyone did?
Now.
But no, I think she killed a guy at like her prom.
They all have killed.
I know, dude.
Guys.
I was looking at it years ago because I was like, this had to be some kind of Illuminati initiation thing or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she was like I think she was driving a car and ran into a guy and killed him.
Yeah, of course.
Something like that.
Like everybody, like all of them.
Yeah, it was a real. Yeah. He was probably dead of an adrenochrome overdose before that. They just did it as a setup. But that's
all right.
Something you can only find out about on Rumble.
So there, you found out about it here on Radioville, folks.
Yeah,
and,
tell your friends. This is the place
to
go for news about Maui.
And anytime it's one of these like sort of new developing stories, it's hard to put that together quickly. We don't have a fucking staff. You know what I mean? So. We do this, but I think we got the points.
I have that spear over there.
That's true. Luke says, I remember Obama came to the library in Michigan Avenue for some campaign shit. Circled the building with garbage trucks. Oh, that's right. Secret Service on the roof. Yeah. They closed the building in with garbage trucks.
Where?
In the library on Michigan Avenue, because when Luke worked down there.
Oh, for when the president came?
Yeah, when Obama came there, they fucking tightly circled the entire building with sanitary.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine if when Biden's going to this, like, I got to go talk to these guys. Like, no, you're causing a disturbance here.
He's like fucking agent whatever in the Matrix. What is that guy's name?
Oh, Agent Smith.
It's Agent Smith. Yeah. That's like that level of like just fucking surround it with this.
Bring him in.
Yeah. Right.
But
boy, that guy's a pretty big deal, huh? President.
A little bit.
I don't know if anybody ever really thinks about that. About
a little bit.
Guy's kind of a big fucking deal. What is this?
I don't know. Vinny has a staff.
Hey, guys, while you get something ready for the break, I'm going to tease the second hour.
All right, you tease it. Yeah, because we're going to get a little more lighthearted, and we're just going to...
Yeah.
Because this was a lot, and, it's a lot of fucking...
It was a great time, though.
It was so fun. I loved it all.
Well, Tom, put the egg hat thing on for the break. I think it's going to work good.
He really wants egg hat.
Well, I had a request for it earlier.
All right.
But
we'll go egg hat, baby.
So this is a sketch we did some time back where Tom had learned to balance a handful of eggs on top of his head. Now, you'll notice there's going to be a timer over the video, which we didn't realize was happening at the time. It's not on purpose.
It was a little annoying.
It is a mistake, and we are embarrassed about it. And we do think that it greatly takes away from the replay value of this video.
I hated it. I was so
very
pissed.
upset. And yeah, we feel bad. So that's happening on top of it, and you just have to.
Yeah, but you were
going
to tease the next hour, I thought.
And I am.
Okay, good.
I just thought you needed like an extra few seconds.
Oh no, yeah, that's fine. They can sit. Hey,
so here's what's going to go on, guys. We got a lot of crazy antics coming up. Some things we've prepared. You're going to want to tell whoever you know that loves Radioville and spreads the soup with you that this is something they're not going to want to miss. A couple of planned segments that you guys will be blown away by. Some interesting topics. I have even a couple of what I call thought starters on here that is really going to get you going. That are really going to get you going. Excuse me.
Well,
responsible broadcasting.
Fucking far down is this egg hat? My God.
You're just scrolling through every video we've ever done to to find it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. Do you?
That's my point. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Hey, look at us.
Oh, did you put egg in this? Okay, good job. All right. So here is, what is it called? Balancing eggs to impress a girl. And we'll be back with you on the one and only Radioville. Sorry about that. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on back here. All right. Be right back, guys. And unfortunately, Tom was not able to be with us tonight. He apparently has other things that he thinks are way more important than the show going on and stuff he's got to take care of. So that's fine. You know what? That'll give me a chance to do something I've been wanting to do. And this is something, don't tell Tom about this because I don't want to cut him in on the profits. Hold on, but I have a little thing I'm trying to sell. This is a non-FDA approved, well, it's not really a supplement. This is called illegal death pills, and it's something I've been wanting to start selling that Tom has kind of been standing in the way of. Now, what this is, there's like heroin in here, arsenic, poison, Barry Manilow records, and basically, if you don't want to be alive anymore, you can take this. Now, again, it's not FDA approved. What is Huh. All right. Was not expecting this at all. You okay?
Hey, what's up, Vin?
Yeah, hey there, man. Thanks for joining us. What do we got going on here?
Huh? Oh, nothing much, man. Just, got a bit of a late start. You know how that goes. Just doing my thing. No big deal. Ready to get into that show, though. I feel like we got a good one this week.
Okay.
Chock full of truth and whatnot,
Right. The truth and everything. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, it does appear that you have 5 eggs balancing on top of your head.
Huh? Oh, yeah, those. Yep. Got some eggs on top of the old noggin. No big deal, but let's just get into the show.
No big deal. I mean, it's quite frankly astounding. It seems like something like this would take an incredibly long time to get down and would have some kind of...
Yeah, it's something I do on my own.
I'm just saying, it's been 10 years I've known you now, and I don't think I've ever seen you working on this.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's incredibly difficult. It's taken me the better part of a few decades to master it. So either way, let's just press forward,
That's what I mean, decades? Why would you ever dedicate so much time to learning such an amazing yet utterly useless skill?
Because I'm trying to impress a girl, okay?
Okay.
Let's move on and get on with the fucking show. God damn it, man.
I have to ask, 30 years you've been working on this? You're trying to impress a girl from 30 years ago?
Yeah, dude! Julie fucking Schmidt, asshole! She sat behind me in 7th grade health class, okay? She never even noticed me. I was basically invisible to her. So maybe, just maybe, I concocted a plan all those years ago.
Okay.
To learn how to balance a stack of eggs on my top of my head in hopes that if I did, she would probably fucking notice me. And we could fall madly in love, okay? You know what? I don't need this fucking bullshit, bro. I thought you were my boy, man.
Boy, come on.
Dude, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. Jesus Christ,
don't
man.
Be like
that.
that.
You got eggs on your fucking head? What the fuck, man? I don't come here for this shit, dude. You know how long it took me to do this? Now you fucking blow it. I'm gonna have to go with plan B. The fucking pennies on my ticket.
Well, I guess Tom's leaving again. I suppose I pissed him off. Seems like he's been working on that for a while. And scene.
Oh, no, the timer was still on the whole fucking time.
Was it really?
Oh, no.
Well,
we only do so much, folks, and that was another edition of Radioville Theater.
They're like, is this a countdown? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. We are back, folks.
Sorry about that, guys.
How'd you like that?
I mean, thanks.
Yeah. Whole egg hat.
Oh, this second hour is going to be great. We don't have to remember anything anymore. All the pressure's off, guys. And
yeah,
you're going to get a little little improv, a little.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, a little. Who knows what could happen? Maybe the
knee-jerk
bird.
reactions. We might have a Liberty bird to go. We don't know.
The Radioville Bird of Liberty, I have a feeling, maybe making another appearance. I talked to him backstage, he's in a good mood, so he could turn back up whenever we least expect it, probably. So, yeah, we got a lot to get into. I got stuff about music. I got fantasy football. I got it all, baby. We're going to go for it this hour.
Fuck yeah. Or 20 minutes, depending on how much we have.
Yeah. We're gonna keep the momentum going, right? As long as we can. Even if it becomes some type of emergency situation, we're prepared. We have our alarm system. We've got it all. So,
I don't have a brick.
Huh?
I don't have a brick wall.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, guys.
But yeah, we're gonna. Let me see. You got that hitter.
Yeah.
Second hour, I like to get a little fucking smoked out. You know what I mean? So I don't know what I'm doing anymore, even though I don't know it in the first hour either.
Yeah, it's really, there's not as much difference as you think. It's just you're stoned and you fucking think you're doing way worse. Like, dude, no, you're always this bad at this.
Yeah, if anyone knows a producer out there that wants to help,
that is the worst when you're way too stoned and somebody's like, "What are you talking about? You're acting completely like you always do."
This is how I always
You're
act.
like, "Oh fuck, this is bad.
This is not good."
So yeah, okay. A few months, maybe even a year ago, can't really remember. I wanted to try out stand-up comedy.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's right.
So I decided I would make my debut on an international,
platform
broadcast like this with a potential audience of billions. When you think about it.
Yeah.
So I gave it a shot. It didn't go totally as planned. I got heckled.
Well,
my joke didn't.
I did hear somebody heckle. That's right.
Yeah, my joke didn't really make any sense. You know what I mean? It was kind of.
I mean, it was a first attempt, and I thought it was. I thought you did good.
Yeah, I mean, the point is, I vowed that I would return and give it another shot.
Yeah,
with some new material. Yeah.
So is that what you're gonna? Is that what we're getting set up here for?
Yes.
Oh, good.
That's what, guys, it's a whole thing going on. So you got to find the fucking music. That's what you're supposed to be doing, that whole setup. Yeah. Okay. So here again, I shouldn't announce myself either. I feel like you should probably announce me.
For
and
sure.
We're going to get this going for you guys because I think I really have it.
I know.
Time.
I mean,
that was the most frustrating part last time is I knew that I had what it takes.
You got the chops.
I have the chops. I can do it.
It's just, I think the last time was nerves.
I think so too.
Personally. So yeah. Well, without further ado, folks, let's give it up.
Oh, there's one thing I have to do still. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Guys, there's a lot going into this. You wouldn't believe for the fucking mediocre product that's about to fucking take place. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. Okay. All right, let's go. Go ahead.
All right. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Vincent Lights Out Micko.
Can't hear you. Wait a second. What happened?
And then he even attached.
Stall. There we go. All right, now you can hear me, right?
Oh, boy.
And, yeah. I had it set for the fucking. All right, yeah. Let's go.
All right. Now for the comedy stylings of Vincent Lights Out Micko.
I'm not going to be able to have the reverb. What's going on, guys? How's everything? Is everything in the good? You guys, you guys got any kids? A kid? Like these things like goo goo gaga. I gotta go to school. I gotta go to school in my diapers. Like a kid. I got my daughter. She wants to go roller skating. You know what I'm saying? It's her birthday. This is what she picks. Roller skating.
Yeah. No, that's a great idea. Let's take Dad, who can barely walk to the fridge and back without falling down, and strap some wheels on his feet. So now I go down to the place, of course. I strap these things on. Now I'm this guy.
Okay, wait a second here. Is a joke coming?
That I'm doing.
All you're doing is just flailing around and sort of acting retarded. Is there a joke?
I mean, it was funny, right?
No.
This is entertainment, they say.
Oh my God.
All right, guys.
Now, yeah, that was. Wait, does this thing stand up too?
What?
No, that wasn't. Yes, all right. Well, let's hear it once again for the comedy stylings of Vinny. Lights out, Miko, everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, that was.
Yeah. I got closer that time, I felt like.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to change characters, though.
It was a thing
Yeah, it almost sounded like a comedian that I might know.
Yeah, I call that character Sebastian Maniscrewball. He's dull. He's fucking making faces. He's flying around. That's a guy,
yes.
Sebastian Maniscrewball. He's hilarious.
He is a fucking cut up, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you had a few things that you wanted to talk about. One being fantasy football. Why? You told me this, and I don't do fantasy football, so I know nothing about it.
Who would?
I tried it 1 year.
Everyone, apparently.
Yeah, probably everyone in here.
Okay, guys, let me just tell you something. If you're doing that, you're a loser and an asshole. Okay? It's a stupid thing to do, and I'm not going to go into a bunch of complicated shit about why, here's my problem. All over town yesterday, and they'll probably know about this if they do this.
Sure.
There's some kind of draft, right, going on. So I'm seeing groups of guys out on the patios, in the bars, in the restaurants. Everybody's got a laptop. They're all sitting there, and they're all complete fucking nerds. And they're sitting there and I ask, what is going on? Other people tell me, this must be fantasy football. I'm like everyone in town? What is going on here? Because here's my, I can accept this as an activity that very few people who are super obsessed and like
super fans.
Yeah, okay, and you're autistic as shit and you have no friends. Fine, do this. But you're a relatively normal person. This is an insane thing to be doing. Do you have any? Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
And when did this become normalized to the point?
5 years ago, 7 years ago.
Because at one point you would have seen a group of guys with their laptops all at a table, like, no, I'm gonna get this one. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one. Mine's gonna be good. You'd go what a bunch of fucking losers. But now.
No, it's
I'm not accepting it. There's too many things that should be loser things that now are okay. And
I don't understand. Well, that one specifically though.
Now it's cool to say you play Dungeons and Dragons.
That is what it is, and it's always been said. It's like Dungeons and Dragons for
that.
jocks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's fine. But the thing is it's not jocks. The majority of the people I see now, like I say, I know people that do it every year, and I watch what it does, and a lot of them don't take it seriously. You know what I mean? But I know some people that are fucking screaming at the TV every single Sunday. You know what I mean? They're freaking out.
Yeah, my cornerback flipped over or whatever happens in football.
Yeah, all he needed. And here's the thing, though. I don't even understand this shit. It's how many fucking touchdowns this guy gets, or how many passes or yards the quarterback gets. I never looked into it. I tried to do it 1 year. I assembled a team. I forgot all about it.
Yeah,
they're
probably still out there somewhere.
Yeah, I remember getting some update, and it was half of my team was injured.
Yeah,
and I had nobody playing, and I was like, oh well, I'm not looking back into this click. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't have time for this shit.
A slight amount of effort. No, thank you.
But you're right, though. It has sort of given like, because most of the people that I know that do, or like I see doing this, like at the bars and shit, they're not jocks. It's not like they're
not by
you know
judging
what I mean?
by their physique. You mean?
Or just by their
they're out of shape.
They're nasty. They're just dudes and some ladies, but more dudes for sure.
Yeah.
That it seems like they just a lot of people need something to just obsess their brain over. Like they just need something to occupy the space where normally if that's not there, the dread comes in. You know
Oh, sure. Everybody's got to do something about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
so in that way, I don't fault them. Look, if you're just trying to use fantasy football to stave off the dread of inevitable mortality and death, I get it.
No, go bowling. Something else. It's not good.
I mean, bowling, it's another thing I've never understood. And you, on the other hand.
But that's actually doing something. You know, you don't go to the bowling alley and sit there and fucking
watch other people.
All right,
bowl
I got
and be
that
like,
guy's seventh
yeah.
frame, that guy's third frame.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, you're actually doing something at least. I mean,
it's true.
Whatever. I just saw all these fucking groups of guys like everywhere I went. There's fucking.
Well, the other thing is they like take over bars. Then that's another thing. It's like
they were all over. Just
go somewhere else,
picking their men. You know, this is something. Sports is already so weirdly obsessive, and it's just like a new level of it that, like I said, should only be interesting to complete fucking lunatics.
Yeah.
That's the only person that should be doing this. Is a fucking insane person. So like,
I understand.
The world of sports is already so like creepily obsessive, homoerotic, and weird, isn't it? Like when I worked at a sports bar not far from here. And I remember noticing all the time, I'm like, this place in the daytime is just like big groups of like 55-year-old men. And they just sit there all day going
watching,
like, look at that 22-year-old guy. He's got strong legs. That one's even stronger. Oh, my God. Have you seen him run? Have you seen it? It's just like you start to look at it like
it's
that.
very odd. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
what?
sports in general, I guess, is a fucking weird thing. I mean, it's been years since I actually watched sports. I've told you this. The only sport that I fucking watch is MMA because it's one dude beating the shit out of
that's,
one other dude.
That's better. It's better to watch two men in their underwear or get all fucking sweaty and interlock legs and roll around
Yes,
together.
exactly. So that is what I watch.
Yeah, right. See, here's what you need to watch. Tennis. They're as far apart as they can possibly be. And there's no touching. You know what I mean? That's the sport if you're not gay, I think.
And also, you can watch ladies do it.
You can watch, so the ladies you want closer together.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not gay.
Yeah. Is this all an attempt to make people know that you're not gay? Is that what we're doing right now?
I mean, isn't it obvious?
It isn't.
Well, I only watch tennis and
men's tennis.
Baseball, if they're sliding in and there's going to be a tag, I turn away. I can watch the pitching.
Yeah.
60 feet apart. I do not like the positioning of the umpire and the catcher. That's always been kind of uncomfortable, right?
Also,
did you ever play Little League too?
I did.
It's very crowded back there, you know, because I was a catcher, and
you look like a catcher.
Yeah, right. Like a nice, like a manly guy that plays the role of a catcher on a baseball team, you know, and so, right, and so you'd be back there. And the guy's got his fucking, there's a big pad between you. But he's like leaning.
He is leaning right on you. Now, how about football with the center and the quarterback?
That's gay.
Yeah, you got your hands right on the dude's balls. It
literally looks like your arms are going into his asshole.
Yeah, it really does. It looks like you are basting the inside of him at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
you're stuffing.
You're fisting. You're fucking going to town. Yeah, and we all know it. That's gay.
Yeah, we know we know you have a different relationship than the rest.
Yeah, now basketball, I mean, you got all kinds of stuff going on in there. Guys getting balls in their face from a dunk, you know what I mean? And they're still on the ground. all kinds of, well, and they're just like, they're always grabbing each other and stuff. That's a gay one, man. Basketball, real gay, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say everything's gay at this point.
Yeah.
Except for MMA, guys, because MMA is two true warriors, gladiators, if you will, going in on and going out on their shield and putting it all on the line and you know, working hard a day in and day out, and then going in there and pitting themselves against one other human being and seeing who is going to be victorious. Yeah. Well,
that's what I think of that. That was the wrong one.
Yeah. No, but MMA is, I mean, it is just, to me, as far as sports go, not as like, you know, which one is gay or not. Just as far as sports go, though, I don't have time for, you know, I get it if you like football. I loved football for a long time. I loved basketball for a long time. It's just, I don't have the bandwidth.
Golf?
To be, you know, invested in any of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like the emotion. I remember the emotion that used to, you know, accompany watching a Bears game.
Well, they raise you from the time you're a kid. These people are giant on billboards. All the adults respect and love them. And they're fucking heralded throughout the land.
Yeah, they're the champions of the land. They're heroes.
Fanfares when they pass by.
And so, and for some reason, I would be fucking furious if the Bears were losing. You know
they brainwashed you.
And now I look back, I'm like, why did I ever give a shit?
Yeah.
Whether or not the Bears were winning or losing.
Dude,
I don't get it.
I quit watching sports. I was probably like 22, and at first it was kind of like weird, and because I had done it my whole life, you know, and then after a couple of years, you realize, like, what a crazy thing to have ever given a shit about. That was nuts. Like, why did I my team bought better Puerto Ricans than your fucking team. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Now, Brian says, Tom's right. Football has too much clothing and not enough hugging. Now, Brian, I don't know. You may have misunderstood my point, and now I don't remember what my point was, so now it looks bad. Like I was.
It was about MMA.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not enough hugging.
Right.
Well, if anyone here was versed in actual submission holds, you'd know that those hugs are actually going to kill you if you cannot get out of it.
Tom wants to see a guy who spends all of his time in a small, stinky room with like 5 other guys touching each other all day, every day, rubbing on each other.
Infections.
Fucking just
rashes and shit from each
other. They
other.
have health problems because of how much they rub on each other.
Oh yeah.
Their ears explode.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're constantly all over each other. You know, I mean, and good for them. Whatever.
Brian says Tom's a big weigh-in fan.
Yeah.
Which is just when they come out and many of them will just take everything off and somebody in front of them will be holding a towel in front of them because they got to weigh in, so they don't want even the shorts on them.
So you like that
make
part.
weight. Well, that's what he's saying. That I like when they just parade all the fighters out.
Tom.
And then they disrobe.
Tom. Let me stop you right there.
Oh yeah.
I think he's calling you gay.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
bro. Well. Brian's going to have a real rude awakening next time I see him. How about that?
Yeah, golf, not gay at all. They're nowhere near each other most of the time, and if one gets near another one, they smack him in the fucking face with the club.
But also not a sport.
Right. It's a game. It's a game,
because
isn't
bowling and golf are miscategorized by many people as a sport, but in my mind, you can't call something a sport if you can also drink and smoke while you do it.
Yeah.
That's not a sport. That's a game. It's a very hard game to learn, but it's not a fucking sport. You know what I mean? You don't see anybody on the basketball court fucking getting tanked.
Yeah, right.
Trying to fucking play defense.
Right, yeah. Well, I'm sure it's happened. That one guy pitched a no-hitter on acid. What was his name?
Oh, fuck if I remember, dude.
Yeah, whatever. But anyways, the point is, bowling, how gay is that?
I mean, it's
crowded in the. If there's
a lot
like
of guys that are unfuckable though.
Yeah, so that
the participants
is kind of a good
they're not. It's not like now. Here's a new angle.
Insurance, but
here's a new angle. NBA stars, MMA stars, football stars, baseball stars,
all bowling against each other.
But they're all getting all the pussy they want.
Sure.
Bowlers, on the other hand, they're definitely scrapping up, right? They're not getting the level of ladies that a professional baseball or basketball or football player is getting.
There's a few of them out there. If you search have we ever watched this guy? If you look in YouTube under the bad boy of bowling, I can never remember his name, but this guy is awesome.
You shouldn't remember his name.
It's like Pete something.
Fuckovich?
I can't. Yeah, I think it is a Vitch or something.
Let me get a couple hits of this shit. We're really off the rails now, guys. So
nah, this is what we play.
No, I'm saying but I'm saying we're just off.
We're off road.
We're just off road.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yes,
this ain't your average talk show. That sort of thing. Oh shit! Who's calling us? Yeah, and then we'll get back to the bad boy of bowling. This is a great time to take a call, actually. Whoever's doing this is right on the money. And look who it is.
Hey, you are on with Tom and Vinny. What is going down?
Ooh, Tom and Vinny, Radioville. Hey, everybody.
Hey, what do you got, brother? What are you doing? Did you fall off a ladder? I don't know.
Also, we don't like this part. Just go straight to whatever you're doing.
I won't do my whole routine, but
okay.
Supreme Commander Critchlow. Man, bowling dudes get all the ladies, man. It's that 3-finger grip that the ladies love, Tom.
Oh, all right. New angle.
Yeah, and a bowling ball.
One in the pink and one in the pink.
A bowling ball is actually just so similar to the 3 holes of a sensual lady.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, the mouth and the 2 eyes when you fucking grab them by the skull and drag them to where you need them to be. Is that what you're saying?
I guess there is that on a lady. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Their head.
Shut up, Critchlow. Hold on. We're figuring this out, okay? A lady's head is like a bowling ball. I didn't realize that. I was joking about a thing that didn't exist.
Yes.
But yeah, okay. Now, Critchlow, go.
That's all I had.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, you are wrong.
Bowlers get mad, pussy, man. It's that 3-finger grip.
Let me ask you this. Were you ever a bowler? Are you a bowler?
Yeah, I'd bowl.
Yeah. See, this is, you're biased.
Why do you think I'm getting so irate right now?
I know. Did you fall off a ladder, perhaps? Jesus Christ.
Bowl, this guy knows, is smoking a bowl of reefer.
Yeah, really. God damn it, man.
You layabout.
What a shiftless layabout. You know what I mean?
You know.
All right, good to hear from you.
I'll spare you with the rest of my stuff and won't.
I'm going to strike this conversation right now. Goodbye.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Whew. So I guess the phone lines are open.
Phone lines have been open, yeah.
Yeah, good. All right. At this time...
Now, the bad boy of bowling.
Yeah, we're going to watch this, and if this is the time of the show, like after we're done with this, if you guys have calls on anything we discussed tonight, anything you'd like to add, we will take your calls when we're done with this, if anybody's interested. If not, we'll do something else. Oh, we are. We got stuff to do still. We got to,
Oh, yeah.
We got kind of a slow, late start, too, so we'll give them a little bonus show tonight, maybe.
Yeah, we'll go long.
Yeah,
if
we'll go a little
anybody's
longer.
into it, why not?
Okay.
All right, well, let's take a look at this fucking Gavone of bowling, you said.
Yes, this is the Pete, what is it, Weber, the bad boy of bowling.
Weber.
Any clips of this guy are great. This is, he probably looks pretty young here, but he's sensational.
Well, no, this is about him retiring, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so let's take a look at it. You know what? Let's get us up there. I think people are going to want to see us.
They always do.
That's what I say. All right, let's see here.
Incorrigible.
So the bad boy of bowling retires.
Huh.
Let's see.
Professional bowling.
Do not flash the camera in my approach. Please stop moving while I'm in my approach. All sportsmanship, pal.
This is Pete Weber now. And luckily for
What?
us,
No.
we had the opportunity to sit down with Pete
Oh, hold
to
on, hold
discuss his life.
Who's this
and what
idiot?
comes
I don't
next.
know. I don't care about this guy. Just put on, what you need is just like Pete Weber compilation or something.
My God, some guy just
Hold on,
Gavoned us.
wait.
Here he is.
Yeah, that's the best one. Okay, this is he says one of the most epic things you'll ever hear in your entire life in this.
Okay.
I can't believe we may have done this when we were drunk at some point in the beginning of the show.
Let's check it out.
But yeah, this is awesome. Okay, this is what I wanted.
All right, let's just see.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
Yes, he did it.
Are you kidding me? That's right.
Watch.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am. It's my favorite thing ever, dude.
This is a guy that told somebody to suck his balls, right?
Did he? He's done
Yeah.
stuff like that. He gets intense, man, and he gets in the heat of battle.
Yeah.
And can we see just that like rant after his shot again? It's so full of great things. No, it's just the same video you were just on.
Yeah. No, I was looking for that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
Let's take a look.
just goes like wherever he starts. We don't
Claim
need to
it.
see the whole thing. We know. I wonder if he'll actually get it this time too. Yeah, he did. Okay. There we go.
That is right. Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
I did it right.
I did it right.
Yeah, what an ass.
That was awesome, dude.
Okay, so that's
But
the
I
bad
like-
boy of bowling, though. Let's just
that's
be
like
honest.
as bad as it gets, and I bet that's what I'm saying. If anybody is getting laid from bowling, it's probably him.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
But yeah. Apparently, Critchlow's a bowler. You know what I mean? We found that out. So I'm standing by my proposal that they are the least laid professional athlete, if you will, because I don't think they're athletes. But yeah, that's so. My angle or my point is you're saying that the other sports are gay. I think they get all the ladies though. And these guys, you're saying bowling's not gay, and I think the ladies do not.
What about all those
congregate
fat
around
guys
that.
in the beer Olympics?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good question,
Not
man.
so fucking smart now, are you? Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, sports gay.
Oh shit.
The fuck?
Oh. I'll be back.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. Tom just ran out of the room. Ladies and gentlemen, there's some kind of emergency situation happening in the Radioville studios, but this does give me the opportunity, now that Tom's gone, don't tell him about this. I would like to promote a new supplement. This is Dr. Johnson's penis lengthening snake oil pills that will lengthen your penis by 13% in as little as 6 weeks. Now, shit, he's back. Oof. The hell was that?
Oh, it was nothing. Yeah, no, nothing. Just had a little thing in the kitchen. So, go ahead though. What were you saying? What were you doing?
Well, I was just starting to tell everybody out there about my penis lengthening pills, but I was kind of just in the middle of getting to the whole point about how they make your penis longer. What the hell are you doing? What is that?
Huh?
What are you doing?
It's nothing. It's nothing. No big deal. No big deal.
Are you sure? Because, what was that, a Geiger counter?
Oh, yeah. I was just seeing something, man. It's no big deal. We'll just get back to the show. All right. What were we talking about? Sports? What do you got there?
I mean, I don't know. It seemed like kind of an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no scientist, but that...
Yeah, no, I've just been messing around with some like energy production. It's nothing. We don't need to, get into it right now. It's nothing. But yeah.
Have you been doing some type of nuclear work down there?
Yeah, dude. It's not that big of a deal, okay? Drop it.
Well, I mean, it kind of seems like a big deal. It seems like that's a Geiger counter and that maybe I'm radioactive now.
Yeah. Fine, dude. Fine. You caught me. I built a fucking nuclear reactor in my basement, okay? You happy? Jesus Christ. Let's go on with the fucking show.
You built it yourself?
Yeah. What do you think I've been doing down there?
So... you went to the effort of learning everything there is to learn about nuclear physics and the functionality of a reactor. Like, you turned yourself from a layman into basically like a high-level scientist in a matter of a few months.
Yeah.
What the hell could possibly motivate you to go through such an ordeal and to undertake such a monumental task?
I did it to impress a girl, bro. Okay? Jesus Christ, man.
Again?
I met this dirty hippie chick, okay?
Okay.
She's super into green energy and super scared of the fucking energy crisis, all right? So I thought maybe, just maybe, if I could go ahead and solve the global energy crisis, that Miss Susie Harry Pitts would fucking notice me, all right? Jesus Christ, man. I can't with you, bro. I really can't with you. There's a fucking nuclear... Oh, my God. Did you put a reactor in your basement? My fucking God. Complete bullshit.
I mean, am I wrong, guys? It's not every day. Sorry, but it's not every day that your friend puts a nuclear reactor in his basement. And scene.
Yeah.
May have been more appropriate, but
oh, hey, a little Radioville Theater. No, it would have been great if I would have had that Radioville Theater thing. Dude, this shit is getting so complicated. It seriously is.
Oh, we don't have the Radioville. It's fine.
Hey, that you're on with Tom and Vinny. What's up?
Oh, no, don't take his call. No. We can't. He won't understand if we do.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyways, I liked it. What do you guys think? Let's get a... Oh, shit. They're leaving in droves. Huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, here's another thing.
Crack.
No. We don't have time for that. Music is not real. This is just a thought I had. It's
What the fuck were you talking about at that point?
Well, I was sitting there and I was mixing a band at a wedding, and I was just thinking about it the whole time. Like, this is so dumb. Like, music needs constant manipulation and adjustment in all types of ways for it to even be good at all. Like, it's just, you know what's good? All right. Once in a while you walk past, like, I don't know, there's just like a guy with a little...
Wait, can you hold that for a second?
What?
Now, everyone was doing red lights when the emergency siren went off. Now, that's a real thing, guys. I mean, I do have a reactor in my bed. But yeah, they're saying Vinny's the biggest, the world's biggest cock block. You never let me try and impress the ladies.
I know.
You're always trying to foil my attempts.
I forced him to have an embarrassing outburst.
Yes. Brian asks, is Susie Harry Pitts related to Mary Jane Rottencrotch? She might be. I don't know. They're saying they love the Radioville Theater. And then Critchell says, man, that was going to be epic.
No, it wasn't.
And yeah. So, yeah. I just wanted to address some of the comments. Now, you're saying that music isn't real.
It's just a whole sham. It's just like, okay, you know, I mean,
I'm going to get high now.
99.9% of it. Here's what I think is real,
Go.
Okay? Maybe you walk by a guy who's got like a little drum kit. It's like 3 drums, maybe. And then maybe there's a guy with a clarinet. And maybe a guy with a stand-up bass. Okay?
Okay.
And there's no PA and nothing else, and they're just playing so that like everyone in a 50-foot radius can hear.
Yes.
That's okay. Anything else is pretty much out for me. What is going on here? Oh yeah, I'll turn that down. Yeah. So basically, here's who's on the phone. We're talking music isn't real.
Yeah, we're
What do you got
talking
for
music
us?
isn't real. What's up?
Yeah.
You're on with Tom and Vinny. What's going on, man?
Yeah, thanks for offering me a happy birthday, you pricks.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's apparently this guy's birthday. I didn't even know what day it is.
Yeah, whoever you are.
Yeah, whoever you are. Anonymous.
That was cool.
All right. Happy birthday, everyone in the chat. Give Tony a happy birthday. He just called out Radioville for not remembering anything.
Don't make us bring back the bird of liberty.
Yeah. In fact, all right, I'm going to let you go, and we're going to have everyone in the chat salute the bird of liberty.
All right, so happy birthday to Tony.
Yeah, and yeah, we need...
Hold on, wait. Let's do this right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second.
No, I know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, and everybody get ready in the chat. We're about to have a real good time.
Yeah. This is...
because,
caller number 37's birthday.
Okay, good, yeah. Whoever's caller number 37, it's your birthday. So... it doesn't work like that. We should have, but no. So
yeah, there you go, right there.
Anyways, this
down
this
one. Yep.
Okay. So season 2 on Radioville, we're patriotic.
We're overly patriotic.
You've seen the intro. We're men of the people. We're American motherfuckers.
Yeah.
About the heartland. About the fucking...
Yeah, we're about the people.
The values.
Yeah. The values, the small things.
And people...
But also the big things.
People with American lives, American skin, if you get my drift.
Oh, my God.
Well,
I don't.
I always pictured it when I was younger. That is really what people meant by like, well, it's American. Nah, you mean white.
All right. Let's all give a happy birthday. What is
to General? This is to General in the Super Spreader Army, Tony.
Yes.
And in the chat, it is time to once again salute the Radioville Bird of Liberty. Hail him, actually.
Yeah, hail him. Let's give a happy birthday.
Lest his wrath be upon you. Now understand me and understand me now, Super Spreaders. There is no time to waste. We march into the battle, and you are the soldiers on the front lines. And if you want to support this broadcast, there's not a way to do it, but I'm practicing for when we have it.
Yeah. We're just trying to get you boys and girls in line for when we need to send you in rank and file to support the channel.
Yes. And we are battling an enemy that you can't even comprehend. It's so evil.
It's insane.
And we are some of the only people out here, the tip of the spear, fighting for your liberties and doing what it takes to preserve this republic. And if you don't get behind us, you're part of the problem.
You ain't even part of the problem. You're the problem.
Yeah. Now go to InfoWarsStore.com and spend some goddamn money.
It's making the frogs gay.
Yeah.
All right. I love this eagle, dude.
All hail.
I fucking love this
All
eagle flag.
Hail the bird of liberty.
Ooh. All right. We're back to fish. Woo.
I am a herd of cats. Yeah. What does that mean? Good luck, it says. It says there in the chat.
I'm just going to keep doing different shit.
Yeah. So basically what I was just talking about with the music thing is...
Yeah, so you're saying if you have just like, you have a drum set, you have a guy on a clarinet, you got to do it on an upright bass, fine.
And it can't be too loud. I'm sick of everything being so loud.
Oh
it's
my
getting
God.
to where my whole life is just trying to get away from fucking bands and loud music. It's such a very, I know people that like do this shit for a living and go and do sound and blah blah blah, and then on their day off they go see other bands. I'm like, dude, I fucking hate bands.
I won't even watch a band on YouTube anymore because I'm just like,
because they're all terrible. There's nothing.
Well, first
good.
of all, I know the studio version of this song where it was crafted and perfected, intentionally by all the pros in that fucking studio. I don't need to hear you do it on a stage where the sound sucks.
No,
you forgot the thing. You don't have the backing track on the guitar. It doesn't say. You can't actually do the parts that you do, on the... It's just, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
I was going to go see Modest Mouse tonight or tomorrow, and then it worked out that I couldn't go either night. And to tell you the truth, I was like, it kind of sucks. But then I started really thinking about what it's actually like to go fucking watch a concert.
Oh, dude, it's a nightmare.
I'm like, you know what, man?
Nightmare.
I think I kind of just didn't want to go anyways because like they're a band that I love, that I would love to see live in theory. But then I start going like, okay, but I got to go. You're going to be fucking shining lights everywhere, fucking making a lot of noise, first of all. Second of all, crowded in with everybody. A drink is $14. It's just like, dude, this whole thing sounds shitty, actually.
Now
I'm going to really break it down. Who wants to go to a concert? Do you just have, is it just getting old? Is it normal? Is it like
it might
where
be.
it's just, you have to be dumb enough?
Hope not.
You know what I think it is?
What?
You probably just have to be dumb enough to do it enough times to realize that it sucks. And then eventually, like a normal person who is not a complete fucking lunatic, like I was saying about fantasy football, this is the same thing. Like people that just go to concerts all the time, you're fucking nuts. What is wrong with you?
I know. You know what? This is another thing we're going to bring up. Ladies versus gentlemen. Because I know way more girls that love I know a lot of girls that just... they just like live music. They don't really care who the band is. You know, if it's a shitty band, they're not like, yeah. They're like, oh, these guys suck. But like, they'll go and see some band. They have no idea who they are. And I know
there are those people that are just like, I'm a music fan.
Yeah, like they just like it,
well,
but they really
you know
do.
what? You're an idiot. You can't just like everything. It's bad enough if you like more than 5 things. You're kind of already getting on my nerves. But
like,
is
it the experience that they like? Just seeing. Okay, now hear me out on this one.
Okay.
Is this because we both spent decades learning how to make music that it's just, I'm not impressed about it? And if you don't have that in your head, you can actually go and enjoy it's like if I watch somebody, you know what I mean, juggling fucking knives or something, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm impressed. You know what I mean? I want to see this. Any Cirque du Soleil or something where I'm like, oh my God, these acrobats are fucking insane. I could never do this. Maybe is it that people are just like, they don't understand, you know, there's still a magic to music in their heads.
Yeah.
And so we're the jaded assholes and they're just living life and liking things.
Yeah. I mean, sure. That's one. I mean, yeah, if you want to fucking frame it all crazy like that, like, I mean, that could be.
Except for Critchlow, because I know he goes to a lot of shows and he is wrong for that.
And the phone lines are still open to everyone but Critchlow. One call show. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like, yeah, no, I mean, in general, a band starts and I fucking get the fuck out of there if I have the ability. Like, if any
Not me.
type,
I use energy weapons and I obliterate them where they stand.
I should be walking around with an AK-47, going into every bar and just shooting the entire fucking place up.
Now we're kidding.
Quiet
of course,
the fuck down.
Now we're
Walk
kidding.
in
Of course, YouTube
and end
Facebook.
the problem forever.
Twitter
But
don't care.
But I won't. Okay, there. All right. So, but no, this is how much that it irritates me about bands and the constant noise and everybody thinking they gotta fucking be playing their music outside in a building right at you, and it's like,
I thought of something.
I don't want to hear your stupid fucking music. I'm sorry, but I'm overwhelmed.
Say this as Sebastian Mana. What was his name?
You want me to go see a band? What music? You want me? What am I?
I need grown men sitting on stage together with with guitars.
With guitars.
What do I need guitars played for me?
Am I going to be this guy? Am I going to be?
Yeah. What am I going to move my hips to your guitar?
Look at me. I'm dancing.
I mean,
I'm dancing now. What am I?
Yeah. What am I? What am I? My grandpa Sal?
Yeah. What am I, Grandpa Sal dancing with Aunt Rose?
Yeah. The only ones that are dancing to your guitar are a bunch of fanokes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Man Screwball,
guys. No, I was thinking this. And Tony says, sorry, guys. Just thought that would be hilarious. And Luke had said, did Vinny get himself a new wrist piece?
No, same one. As always. I just shined it up before I left. Gave it the old spit shine. But now
on the other hand, I'm not wearing a watch today because I didn't give a
for shame.
I know.
Once you become a watch guy, it's hard to go back. Now,
what? I'm wearing a piece of metal on my wrist.
Yeah.
Well, I need to know what time it is.
Yeah. I can't just look at my cell phone. I mean, I'm on the thing all day anyway.
I'm over here fucking, just over here like this all day long. I got to do this now.
Right. Yeah. I'm doing finger workouts from 2 to 7 p.m. every day. I got this watch. When I got it, I became a watch guy. All right. I never had a watch before that. Not since.
Watches are cool.
Yeah, they're good.
Watches are cool. I don't know why I said that almost as a walk-in.
It just started as James Brown and ended as Christopher Walken. Yeah. But no, like I never had a watch because when I was younger.
Oh, we need sad music.
Yeah. Well, I was very poor, first of all. Yes. And thank you. Grew up poor, everyone. Nobody likes anybody that grows up rich. That's not good.
No.
You grow up poor, and then you try to get as much money as you can later.
Yeah.
But
by whatever fucking means necessary.
Right. But, so anyways, I would have looked at a watch, and every time I saw a guy with a watch, I would just be, when I was like 19, 20, 25, whatever, I would go like, oh, what a douche. He thinks I need to know about his watch because he's got it all fucking over the place over here. And and I would really not be into that. I didn't like people that wore necklaces. I didn't like people that wore watches, rings, and stuff. And then I decided that I'd made a bunch of money, and I was like, I just want a decent watch to show that I'm...
It's a weird want, though, right? When you
I'll
first
be
do it,
honest
you're like,
about why I wanted it, because I wanted to separate myself from the rest of them. The scumbags and the people that can't even fucking, you know, pay their bills and whatever. Yeah. And because I had made money, this is the funny part, I had made money for the first time in my entire life at like a rate that I didn't spend it all, you know what I mean? And I actually like was able to accumulate a good, decent savings and stuff. And I immediately changed.
Looked down at dude. Okay,
immediately I was like, oh, look at these fucking losers.
Yeah,
like,
this is my problem with this whole idea of equity. This idea that everyone should be the same. No. First of all, it doesn't end up that way. Everyone just has to sit at the bottom because everything's being pushed down. But secondly, if you start at the bottom, I'm not trying to progress through my life and succeed at goals for personal, happiness.
You could have just stopped there.
I'm doing it to separate myself from all of you guys.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. And you're taking that away from me. You need people that are going to be below you to motivate you to get the fuck away.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's like that. Remember that fucking really rich televangelist, that creepy guy, that the most evil looking guy ever, that the female reporter is interviewing, and she's like, "You said the planes are full of demons," and he explains it pretty well. He's like, "Well, he explains it with hellfire spewing from his eyes, and tells her, well, it's quite simply that the explanation is." The average person it's not that they're demons, they're
demon possessed,
but they're possessed and they're ridden with the filth of
and
hell,
I need to get out of there,
and I can't be around that
in a private jet.
Yeah, that's how we feel about the rest of you guys.
In other words, fuck music.
Yeah, dude. Then here's the other thing: when you mix like a band, you realize like how it's like fucking. It's basically like taking care of an infant. It can't do anything without you. No one single part of it would work if you weren't there. When you're the sound guy, right? You start to really lose respect for music in general because you see so much of it and you see how dumb it is. Like the people do the exact same thing every fucking time they play. That banter that you think is candid or fucking off the cuff is just the rehearsed and the same all the time. Why are we getting weird spots on us behind the screen? So anyways, and you just start to hate music, and I'm thinking about it. I'm mixing like a 10-piece band not long ago, and I'm just going like, God, this is a lot of fucking work. None of it works if I'm not here. If you just walked away, it would be crazy. It would sound terrible.
Oh, yeah. The audience would immediately be like, what the fuck?
Dude, it requires constant adjustment for hours on end to function.
Yeah.
It's not real. That's my point. They can't do it. They're not going to ever be able to. You could have small things, right, that work. Okay, there was a band in New Orleans called the Jackson Square Jazz Band.
Ew.
Now, that was okay, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Zero amplification involved. The bass was a wash tub bass. You know what that is? I think we've talked about it before on this program.
Not a fan.
It's just a one string on a big board. I think it's pretty cool when somebody can play it in tune. But I hate music. I forget I said that. I think it sucks no matter what. No. But then they would have like a couple of horns, a banjo maybe. You know what I mean? All things that resonate. You could walk around this side. It sounds different, but that's honest. Nobody's tricking you with a giant manipulative fucking structure of electronics and stuff to make you think something's happening that isn't. When it's
a trick, you're saying.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not good. What's good is something where there's no technology. You know what I mean? That's the only way. That's the only way it can be good.
So you want to go back to the caves with this?
I'd sit in a cave and I'd listen to whatever you had that didn't involve electricity.
A couple shells that I'm clinking together.
Sure, that is good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, when I'm
the sound of ook over there jerking off to the side by the rock.
You know what's good? You're working in a kitchen. Everybody's stoned. You get a little thing going on, drumming on,
I've done
bowls
100 million
and something real catchy starts happening, and that's fucking great. and somebody comes in, and then like somebody who wasn't even there for the start walks into the room with a thing, and
Yeah.
they're going to, and you're like, oh.
And now I'm saying
Yeah.
all that needs is to be mixed down properly.
No, see, you're gonna take it and ruin it because you're gonna commercialize it and
Yeah.
you're gonna over polish it. It's gonna be like fucking Nevermind, which Kurt Cobain was insane for thinking that album was like way over. He's like, oh, I wanted it to be stupid and sound bad.
Like, no, you got it.
Well, I'm gonna go blow my head off. I'm so sad. Even though we all know Courtney, we know.
Yeah.
We know, guys.
I know.
It was basically,
Initiation.
It's basically impossible for him to have done it.
Yeah.
When people still act like there's a question, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, he was always depressed about the sound of that album. It's over polished. And wait a second, no, he was right. It sucks because they worked on it too much. It should have just never even been an album. It should have been he should have just played those songs once in the living room
and then shot himself.
Dave Grohl could have just been fucking slapping on his legs, right? Bass player, I don't know what. If he has a stand-up bass,
Chris
great.
Novoselic.
Yeah,
or
if
something?
not, he can just like hum the.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom,
and that's all it ever should have been. You know what I mean? Just one time.
Just for a party.
That's it. Just the three of them.
Oh, not even okay. No
And they're never
spectators.
allowed to tell anyone about it. That's music. You know what I mean? That's purity.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
everything else is a bastardization.
No,
And
everyone. I'm gonna be starting a GoFundMe for mental health.
send me away.
Yeah, we need to take care of some things with Vinny.
Yeah,
and so that'll be in the in the chats later.
If you guys want to,
we're at like 2
now.
hours.
Do we have a couple other things we wanted to do or not? I mean,
Not
we told
really.
them we'd give them a couple bonus minutes. I'd do one more thing if
Yeah.
you want. What do you guys say in the chat? Let's bring the Bird of Liberty back and
Yeah, let's do that.
contemplate what direction to go here, because we could do. I'm gonna do another few minutes on something.
Sure.
Let's see him.
Nope.
Here he comes, baby. The Bird. I mean, the Radioville Bird of Liberty. It's that time again. All hail the Bird of Liberty in the chat. I want to see it. Everybody do it, and we'll do another thing.
And also, in the chat, let me know how many of you, I know you guys did the YouTubes, but we were like doing a bunch of shit at that time. How many of you did actually watch this on YouTube tonight? And if you did, was it better?
Yeah, I think Facebook was glitchy all night.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's
even
what I've been
doing
hearing.
anything, dude. It was
So,
fucking
yeah.
bullshit. What do we got? We got crack. We don't have time for that. though.
Radioville Bird of Liberty, Radioville Bird of Liberty. It's the best thing that you've ever seen. We're the greatest show in the intergalactic unified verse.
I literally have nothing else.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
That was it. We had the wildfires with wild speculation by two people that don't know anything about it, and we had a couple improv moments.
Yeah.
A real good joke by Vinny, lights out Miko.
Right. And if you weren't careful, you might just have learned something.
Yeah,
Nobody ever does it in past tense. You know? That's trailblazing right there. That's
Yeah.
the kind of thing you get here. Are they hailing the bird? Good.
I believe they are.
Okay,
Yes.
nice. They've come up with their own shorthand for it.
Yeah, I know. I like
very
the
good.
innovation. We're at
Yes.
155 here. Well, guys, well done, guys. Fun show.
Thanks, Connie.
Hey, I want a fiercer bird, fangs and shit. Too bad. Bird of Liberty has time for one more segment. Man, I mean, I almost thought we weren't even going to be able to do this because the shit was freezing up and stopping.
That's every week.
At the very beginning.
You guys have no idea the amount of like.
It is really.
It just is, dude. Like every way. Okay, obviously, we haven't put the money towards this to have the type of like situation going on. We don't have the type of money to even do that if we wanted.
No.
And like, there's just so much that you have to do to piece this type of thing together when on a shoestring budget.
Yeah,
The network gives
while
us nothing.
working.
Yeah, and it's just craziness. And then every single Wednesday, it's half an hour before the show, and something critical doesn't work.
Just checking some shit.
Am I still radioactive?
Yeah, I think this whole place is.
Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna have to. You know what? We're gonna need some baking soda and some apple cider vinegar to get rid of this.
We're gonna have to both soak in a tub
radiation.
together.
Yeah.
After all this fucking gay sports talk.
Yep. All right. Let's hit the ice bath, and we'll see these guys next week. Hey, till then, stay true to your country and yourselves.
Good.